Thank you for joining for the Doe Show. This edition of the Still Talking Podcast, episode 7, will be kicking off here in a moment. Thank you for joining. We will jump into the Discord with everybody here shortly, but hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Howdy.
Howdy doody.
Howdy doody. How's it
I'm
going?
not late.
You're not late, you're here. Holy
I had to run to the
smokes.
toilet.
Greenfly is here?
I had to run to the bathroom.
Oh.
Ooh. But I is back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I think I'm in 2 weeks in a row for the first time ever.
I know, this is a record. I'm keeping attendance.
Yeah, but you're late. You're always late. This is the first time you've been here ready to talk at midnight.
I mean, technically, I'm not late. I'm just late to the,
Attendance and punctuality.
I'm just late to the party. I'm not really late.
Are you late to the party if it's your party?
That's
It's not party like an S Club party.
that's true. I mean, it is our party, so I mean,
The
none
joke
of us can
is
be
so
late.
wasted on American people.
Ain't no party like a dough man party, because the dough man party don't stop.
That's true.
Like an S Club party.
That is true.
You don't get S Club 7 in America.
What's that?
Did you not even get S Club 7 in America?
Escort services?
S Club 7.
Oh,
Oh, I was gonna say.
I mean, if all right,
You
we're gonna take a different direction here, talking about
You
some
guys
escort services.
invented those.
I don't know if invented is the right word, but
We have streamlined it.
we've perfected it. That's what
Right.
we've done.
Right. S Club 7. I don't know what that is.
They're a band.
No,
Well, they're a pop group.
I'm more interested in escort service as opposed to S Club 7. Just for educational purposes, of course.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
S Club 7. What were some of their songs?
Reach. Esclapie.
Oh, they were made by the Spice Girls manager who got kicked out unceremoniously. That's right.
Never Had a Dream Come True. Bring It All Back. You're My Number One. 2 in a Million. Don't Stop Moving.
I've never heard any of those songs.
Have you heard the song and they called it Puppy Love?
Yeah, from like the 50s.
I don't know. Yeah, they maybe they created an S Club Juniors and they did a version of that and it became really popular.
Interesting. Never heard
Is
of
it though?
it. No.
No.
How dare you?
The audacity.
It looks like we're a little
I
short-handed
mean,
this week again.
I don't know where Jax is. Jax promised me he'd be awake.
I mean,
He promised us all he'd be
is
awake.
it really a promise, though?
Yeah,
he'll
he
be
said,
awake at
"I'll-"
some point tonight.
No, he said, I'll be awake for this one, I promise.
Oh, well, then...
I'd say that's a pretty clear promise.
That is a clear promise, but do we know if he had his fingers crossed?
You can't do fingers crossed if you type it. That's not allowed.
I mean, what if he typed it while his fingers were crossed?
Oh, yeah, that's not allowed. Your fingers crossed only counts if you're saying it in person.
Okay. That's interesting. But I think we should get to going with the 3-man booth tonight, if you guys are okay with that, or we can wait a little bit longer.
I mean, I should get started if Jack decides to join us. Obviously, we know that we've got work soon, so understandable that they might want to sleep a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah, I'm down to get the party started. I'm down for a good old threesome.
Hey,
Oh my God, Dennis, don't threaten me with a good time, bruh.
that goes back to what we just talked about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whoa, what's this?
I don't-
Whoa,
I don't,
whoa.
I don't know how many services I'll be offering, but
Don't man, I am not
love
an
to
escort.
escort you.
Okay, how
Do you
dare
know,
you suggest otherwise?
do you know that for sure?
Yes,
Has this been tested and proven?
I'm 100% sure that I personally am not an escort.
Interesting.
Jury's still out.
Yep. We'll be the judge of that. All right.
Yep.
That's
Well,
guys, you behave yourselves, huh? You don't get to be the judge in nothing.
hey, I have no problem judging people.
That's
As
true.
a matter of fact, I think I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, I do that all day long.
I've got a feeling. Normally, we do some kind of attempt at a professional standard intro. I think that works as a perfectly fine intro.
Fair enough. I would like to take just a couple seconds. So thank you guys for holding it down the last couple weeks.
That's probably fine.
No.
We know why. We know why. And
Yep.
obviously, that
think-
sort of stuff massively comes first.
Certainly. And again, I appreciate it. Anyone who has kind of followed, seen what's been going on, thank you so much for your thoughts, your kind words, your prayers, your messages, everything. Good news is he's doing well, has not been back in over a week. So we are treading onward. So it is
Good.
definitely a good feeling. Definitely a good feeling. But thank you guys again for holding it down for me while I was out. I truly appreciate it.
Well, I think that's the week's feel-good story sorted for the week already.
Yeah. I think we're done.
I think
So-
it's time to move on
Oh.
to something that some of us have found quite fun. I found parts of this absolutely hilarious. I know Dennis is similar. He's found parts of this absolutely hilarious. There's been some incredible things happening in and around social media involving this, but it is a genuinely very serious topic. It's a very serious thing that's happened, and obviously it's something you don't wish on anybody. You don't wish on either party in a relationship, but it is the Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp defamation case in America, and the fact that Amber Heard's legal team, I don't know where they studied, but I'd be requesting my money back if I was Amber Heard, is how I'd word that.
I think she found them on Wish.com.
Hey, do not question Wish.
It's true. It's true.
My dad bought a
yeah,
PS5
it-
on Wish.
I will.
There's been
Go ahead.
no, please.
Well, I'll start it off, and it'll be really short here. I will start it off and say that I have not followed it as I probably should or probably could have. So a lot of the information, I did get a little information yesterday, and kind of some of the memeing information is out there, which is kind of fun. But I'll let you two talk about this mostly, and I'll kind of just interject a few of my thoughts. Not really what's going on with the case, but thoughts, I guess. So that's all I wanted to say with that.
Fair enough.
Basically, I'm unprepared, and it's going to be beautiful.
Well, you don't have to start yourself
Absolutely.
out like that, but okay.
There is nothing new there. Let's be
Right,
fair.
right, exactly.
I will say, on the lighter side, thank you, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, because you are giving the internet some amazing, lifelong
yeah.
memes and clicks and just hilarious things. However, with that being said, certainly nothing hilarious about the situation. My heart truly does go out to both parties involved because, number one, Johnny Depp for being brave enough to tell his story, which a lot of guys feel emasculated to tell that side of their story.
I completely agree with that. That is one point that before I'll let you go on again in a second too, but that is one thing that has massively come out of this. It's proved that on the biggest scale, one of, at least for me growing up, especially like with the Pirates of the Caribbean, because I'm only 24, when that was coming out as I was growing up, is an actor that played a huge part. Hello, Jax. He was an actor that played a huge part in like my childhood growing up. I loved the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. I really enjoyed watching him in like Edward Scissorhands and the Willy Wonka remake and stuff like that. And it was a great actor. And if someone of that caliber has the ability to speak up, it sort of shows that there's like, if someone like that is in the public eye and is in a position to be mocked by millions of people can step up and do it live, like fire a live stream as well. There's no reason why someone that might get mocked by 30 people can't speak up and realize that for the 30 people that mock you, there's considerable amounts more that will be there to support you through it.
Sure.
Right.
100% agree.
For those that might not know, and for myself also, would somebody like to at least kind of give the basis of what's really going on with the two people and who they are?
Sure. So it is.
Yeah. Do you want to take this one, Dennis?
I'll go with this one.
I'll let you go.
So it's a defamation case between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard for defamation of character, essentially speaking out against the allegations, saying that Amber Heard was a victim of domestic violence and domestic abuse, whereas Johnny Depp is saying no, it was actually me who was the victim. So that's what this whole defamation case is all about. So Johnny Depp is a world-renowned actor. You probably know him best from as is Amber Heard. Yep, as Amber Heard. Yep. Johnny Depp's played, again, as Greenfly said, Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. He's played in a Willy Wonka remake called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. His movies span from, I believe, the early 80s. The first time I ever saw him on film was a movie called Crybaby. Great movie for its time, by the way. Just truly transcendent actor. And then on the other side, Amber Heard, his
Dennis,
former...
just to sort of back up the point, Johnny Depp's first credited film role was 1984, A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, that is right. How did I forget that?
I did not know that, but that is his first credited film.
Yes. And then Amber Heard, also Johnny Depp's, I believe, ex-wife. He most recently was in Aquaman, co-starring Jason Momoa.
That's not how you say it.
The man who's on every woman's exception list for justifiable reasons.
Mine too.
Same, absolutely. I'm actually, sidebar, starting a petition. I don't see the hype of Ryan Reynolds. I think Jason Momoa is much better looking, but neither here nor there. We'll discuss
I'll be completely honest with you. I'm very much a Ryan Reynolds stan. Very much a Ryan Reynolds stan.
That's okay. However, basically their marriage ended. Relationship ended with each other. Amber Heard came out and said that she was a victim of domestic violence and domestic abuse on behalf of by the hands of Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is now suing her in a defamation lawsuit, and he's turning the table, saying, no, I was actually the one who was abused, not you. So that's where we're at with the case. Why it is what it is.
Is she also countersuing him during this whole thing?
I believe that she is not.
There will be a countersuit filed after this case, I believe.
No, yes. She is countersuing. So what I've heard, and someone in Donald's Jacks, I'm not streaming. I don't feel the need to work tonight. I'm just going to sit here and waffle for a little bit. But what I've heard is that Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard for defamation of character for a settlement fee of $40 million. Amber Heard is countersuing for defamation of character and domestic abuse for a total of $80 million within the same trial. So Amber Heard is still very much maintaining the story of it was Johnny Depp who was the abuser. I personally think, and I will say that I think Johnny Depp is a horrible man or anything like that, and I won't say that I think Amber Heard is a horrible woman. I think a lot of this, and we saw the psychiatrist stuff has been published online and stuff like that. A lot of this, I think, is there is issues with mental health on both sides. Johnny Depp has openly admitted it. It's been kind of diagnosed with Amber Heard. I think it is very much there is fault on both sides in terms of the relationship going south. Very, very much so is how I look at that. But it is what it's looking like as it stands. It's very much Amber Heard that was the more abusive party and the one that did things that are genuinely considered abuse. Like, for example, I believe one of the claims that is made by Johnny Depp's team is that Amber Heard severed one of his fingers.
Yes.
So it was both I think both are very much at fault in their own ways, but I think both parties do genuinely need a lot of help after the trial ends. I think personally, I think both should continue to take a little bit of time off out of acting. I've got a feeling that if the trial goes the way it's going to go, we're going to see that break kind of forced on Amber Heard the way it was forced on Johnny Depp for a while. So it depends on how the judge rules, but as me and Dennis said, some of the more laughable side of Amber Heard's legal team, I cannot imagine seeing them beat what Johnny Depp's team have done in the bits that I've seen. I don't know if anyone's got anything to add to that.
No, it's you hit it right on the head, man. Like I was saying earlier, definitely shining a light on the stigma that, hey, men can be abused as well, physically and mentally, but also 100%, man. I mean, even from the abuser standpoint, from that side of it, these people need help. You know, whether it's mental health, whether it's some type of anger management classes, therapy. It's 2022. Therapy is not a bad word anymore. You know, therapy doesn't mean you're weak or
No,
less than
therapy
less
is a
than a man or
very
less than a woman. You know,
respectable way of
100%.
seeking help.
Absolutely. So yeah, it is sad that it's come to this. However, 100%, man. People need to seek out help. You know, and it's just not for rich or famous. You know, it's not for celebrities who go to rehab for the 17th time. You know, it's just for average people like, you know, me and you guys too. So,
yeah.
100%, man. I mean, it's a learning opportunity, I think, all the way around, because it's something that's real and affects everybody every single day.
Yes.
So just kind of put that out there, man. If you anyone listening, or even you guys too listening as well as I rant and ramble for a second, man, don't be afraid to reach out to professional help. Your friends are not professionals. It's nice to vent to your friends, but to get real results, feel free to seek out.
Yeah, there's a lot of incredible avenues out there. There's a lot of, people that are listening in England, America, anywhere in the world, there are a lot of incredible services, hotlines, a lot of avenues that you can go down if you are struggling mentally, physically, struggling in a relationship, anything like that. There's always support there. Do not be afraid to reach out. No one is ever going to judge you on something like this.
And if they do, they're not your friends. Get away from them.
And the people that work in these hotlines and stuff like that, they are only there to listen and just try do everything they can to help get you back on the straight and path to being the healthiest version of you can be.
Yep. 100%.
Can we get on to the funny bit of Amber Heard now, please?
Yeah. Domin, you got anything to say or add on to?
I mean, I don't really have anything to say. Like I said, I came into this a little bit not educated, so I just listened. Obviously, Crazy's in chat, and his responses. You know, him and I talked about it yesterday, and basically the trial is pretty much a wash in his opinion. Obviously, Johnny Depp has to try to protect his image, I guess his image / future working income.
His future, yeah, absolutely.
You know, so I mean, I guess he has to file that lawsuit. Um, so and as Crazy also said, they were just toxic together. So
They were.
Yeah,
it's
I think it's very much a relationship that was never going to work when you look at the two parties involved and the route that it has
right.
gone down.
I guess my question is how long has this been going on? And once again, I'm not knowledgeable of the case. I'm sure this isn't just this has happened over the last 6 months. Like this has been
Yeah, so she originally, what really started this whole thing, she wrote an article. I cannot remember, I'm not sure if it's New York Times or if it's just a magazine. I cannot remember exactly, but she wrote an article in 2018 discussing her experience with Johnny Depp and domestic abuse, domestic violence. And that's actually what triggered Johnny Depp to go ahead and file this lawsuit because in 2018, when she wrote that article, that basically started him losing all his acting gigs and sponsors and all that. So to answer your question, though, man, prior to 2018 that we know of.
okay. Now
The trial itself, just 'cause I do have the figures actually in front of me now, the trial started on the 11th of April, so just under a month ago, and it is expected to take around 6 weeks to get to a full decision.
so a trial for defamation, which I guess this is a branch off of the entire thing. I know you kind of want to go back to that, but a 6 week trial for something that if it was any of us, it would be in an afternoon. It would be done in an
100%.
afternoon.
100%.
Also, as I said, the trial isn't just defamation. There is also within the trial there is the countersuit of defamation on the other side. Still the claims of abuse, and also Amber Heard is also claiming for immunity from every single one of Johnny Depp's claims.
Oh, okay.
So
they were married for 15 months. That's what Crazy says. Now, we're not. Obviously, this is everything that's coming out is what she did.
Right.
I'm assuming, but we're not saying Don't. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be fair to say that get it twisted here. I'm not saying that Johnny Depp is a choir boy.
No, absolutely not, and neither are we. We're not saying.
Right.
Again, we didn't live with him.
Right.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know one way or the other, but
exactly. This is 100% just like you and like Crazy said. This is he said, she said, hearsay, dare say.
And as I said, I do believe both parties are guilty of it in some form or extent of each other.
Okay. And I mean, obviously, there's like you said, there's funny parts coming out of this.
The funny parts are nothing to do with the actual case. They're nothing to do with what is being what is being worked out in a courtroom. The funny parts are these are supposedly some of the best lawyers in America, hence the reason they're working on one of the biggest trials in the last few years. It's possibly one of the most. It's obviously it's pretty much a televised case. It's live on YouTube on a number of different news outlets.
Right.
I'm watching it on the talk.
Yeah, it's all over the place. You see clips of it on Twitter, Instagram. It's absolutely huge. It's probably one of the most publicized cases that I've seen and that I can remember. And they've got two of supposedly the best sets of lawyers in the world. And Amber Heard's lawyers are just, I don't know if it's a case of purely they've maybe realized they're fighting a losing battle. Maybe it's the pressure of how publicized the case is. They are unfortunately making themselves look partly like massive fools by doing things that no lawyers should do, or things that just realistically anyone with any basic understanding of how a courtroom works would know not to do. So, for example, one of them, there was a question that got asked to a witness by one of Amber Heard's lawyers, and the witness responded by saying, actually, no, what happened is he said, and then the lawyer that asked the question objected on the call of hearsay. And Johnny Depp was pictured laughing, shaking his head, going, "Oh no!" And the judge just looked at them and went, "This is your question." They're not helping themselves in a case that realistically is rather big.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean that's like I said, it's a serious subject, but yes, I see the memes, I see the little clips and stuff like that, so you know, it is
it is very sad. Yeah.
right. But, to get off the sad part, I think we should get to the more comical parts of the trial, I guess. If you guys want to go with that, like I said, I think everybody should be, domestic violence is bad, and
Yes.
as Crazy also said, it proves that a man can be a victim of domestic violence, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with making a call or getting help if you are a victim yourself.
100%. Please get help. It is not healthy. It's not healthy for you to stay.
But like I said, I think we go from the seriousness of it to the more meme-worthy parts of it.
100%. And they are hilarious, by the way. I mean, it's just, and it really the comical side of it, like Greenfly was saying, it's just how terrible the Amber Heard's attorneys are just failing. Like, this is so laughable. Just the example like Greenfly gave, where the attorney who's questioning the witness objects to his own question. It's just
right.
Oh man, even the judge is like, no, it's your question. Why did you object? It's your question.
If you want to object, we'll continue with it as an objection, but you're not helping yourself.
Right. Something that came up in chat, something about the makeup.
So for Doman, obviously you might not know this. What is supposed to have happened is Johnny Depp is supposed to have physically assaulted Amber Heard. Amber Heard was then seen with, and I use quotation I use the quotation marks in loose things. She came out with bruises and like physical blemishes on her face. It's come out that the police officer that originally responded to the call, when he got there, there was no sign of physical trauma or like an attack on Amber Heard, and the bruises lasted all of about 2 days. And there's also claims that they weren't necessarily lining up in the same places in the 2 days that were there. And if I'm not mistaken, as Min and I believe it's Crazy, the new ninja, said the makeup company have now come out and said that we pretty much believe that our makeup was used to fake injuries to discredit Johnny Depp, kind of thing. Which is obviously one of the more serious parts of the case. We're not going to mock that, but also it has been confirmed now that Amber Heard has been diagnosed with 2 different personality disorders.
I can understand how that would suck. Just from, again, the mental standpoint of it. That's the first I'm hearing of that. That's crazy.
Okay. So what? I mean, where do we go with this? Where do we go with the conversation from here? I mean, because we can either keep talking, because we keep going back to the same thing, because it circles back around to the case and domestic violence, and it's not a laughing matter. But
I mean, I did see that Jack's joined the Discord, and I haven't actually heard him speak yet.
I said a couple things.
I didn't hear you, unfortunately. Anything to add to the conversation between before we move on to one of the other major talking points of definitely the last 7 days.
Uh-huh. What about the trial?
Yeah, anything for you to add there?
Not really. I agree with most of the stuff you said, but it's definitely a one-sided trial so far. Like if you look up the trial on anything, especially like Twitter, it's most people are praising Johnny Depp and
Yes. Yeah.
pretty much laughing at
Yeah.
Amber's team. You know.
Okay. So if no one else has got anything to
Just
add,
that
as Dom said, if we do find ourselves sort of circling back on that, we have covered it for a good 30 minutes of conversation now. There was obviously some more major news happen over the last 7 days, and that is the richest man on planet Earth has officially bought Twitter. Elon Musk is the new owner of probably one of the biggest, most popular social media sites to ever be created. That Doman, you have to have heard a little bit about this.
I have heard about that. Yes. I mean it's. I mean I didn't know it was for sale.
I don't think it was for sale. I don't think it was for sale.
Not, no.
Oh, okay.
I think it was a case of he decided he wanted it and made an offer of 44 billion,
yeah,
I believe is
44
the
billion. Yeah.
reported price.
That's a lot of rupees.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's less pounds.
And for what reason?
I believe the main reasons he's given is that Twitter has become, I can't remember what way he said it, but Twitter has become very much a one-sided political platform, and he believes that it should be a platform for complete free speech. People should not be censored in any way, and people should have a platform to say what they want about what they want, with as long as what they're saying isn't necessarily breaking the law, without any repercussions. And he believes that he can give that, and he has obviously the finances to support
Right.
a purchasing of Twitter to give people that platform.
Right. So, which is whatever. It's his money. He can whatever. I understand he's more free speech, and like Crazy said, he's going to censor stuff that doesn't fit his agenda. I don't disagree with that either. Why even bother? I mean, you can't tell me that you could not have started something else. I mean,
I agree.
I know this is going to get
sentiment
political. It's going to get very political.
It's actually it doesn't even really need to get political. So behind the scenes of it all, him and old Zuckerberg, there is the robot man. There's a pending lawsuit between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. Elon Musk is going to claim that he came up with the original idea for the metaverse. So essentially, what Elon is doing is buying Twitter to implement his version of the metaverse to Twitter to rival Zuckerberg's Facebook metaverse.
Also, another reason I think maybe buying Twitter instead of starting something new is purely that if you start a new social media is one of them things that it takes off or it doesn't. We've seen, obviously, some fall off over the past couple of years. Second, guys, my headset to go on charge. There's a lot of social media that have fallen off over the years. Twitter already has a very large, very continuous user base there, and it's used to cover news, promotion, and things across a number of different subjects, topics, and companies and things like that. I think buying Twitter is probably, like in terms of a business mind, definitely more beneficial than creating something new because you know full well that you're not losing everything if you can't make it work. Because even if now he says, oh, I don't want Twitter, he can sell Twitter for 22 billion. Okay, he's lost 50%, but he hasn't lost everything. But there's obviously, as I said, the user base is there for it to be successful in the vision that he wants.
Right. No, I agree with that. And going to chat here, Crazy says Facebook is better than Twitter.
I disagree.
I disagree. It depends on what you're trying to do. And I know Min also said that she doesn't use Twitter. It does Luna a lot, but I disagree. Facebook is not necessarily
Facebook
better.
is great for keeping in touch with friends.
I would say friends and acquaintances. With friends. Yes. Twitter is for information.
Yes.
It is for, and it's information we don't need. We don't need to know about celebrities and what they did today and stuff like that. But that's the information. It's like
that's what you guys use Twitter for.
It's like the TMZ, type of thing.
If
like
we
just keep me
half
updated.
naked women, Dennis, doesn't mean we
Definitely not what I use Twitter for.
What do you use Twitter for?
Can you say what you use?
Actually, I mean that's a good question. Let's go from there.
Did the microphone not pick that up?
No, it did not.
I just started clapping. Okay.
I mean, there's a good question.
Jack, you are aware there's websites out there dedicated to clapping, so to speak.
Yeah.
No, it's personal.
It's kind of like the allure of OnlyFans. It's like, dang, I feel like I know this person because I pay them $20 a month.
I'm just saying this now. I'm going to say this now, and this goes out to chat. Anyone that listens on YouTube, anyone that can physically hear me now, if you pay for somebody's OnlyFans, you are an idiot.
But if you get a gifted subscription, you are a genius.
Exactly. So, okay, just to switch real quick, very briefly, because it just came out this week. The girl who got famous from Catch Me Outside. How about that?
Yeah, is it Bad Baby?
Bad Baby. Do you know what
52 million in a year?
52 million, and she didn't get naked on OnlyFans.
Yeah, exactly. 52 million people have spent 52 people, and this isn't OnlyFans have paid her. People have paid her 52 million pounds in a year to watch and see things that if they go on Instagram, Twitter, a website that a lot of people use that is initials of PH.
Here's actually the more uncomfy side of it. She's only 17.
That makes it even worse.
Isn't you can't legally have an OnlyFans if you're that young.
Where does she live?
Illegally,
in
her
legally,
state,
I believe legally you can have OnlyFans at 16 because technically nudity and sexual imaging is not allowed.
Are we allowed to say OF on Twitch stream? Is that one of the band?
Yeah, I mean. Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't. No, I didn't know. I didn't know it was one of the band like the strikes or anything. We're over here just saying
what you can't do, according to how I understand it, is you cannot promote. You cannot promote an OnlyFans, but you can.
This is in no way, shape, or form promoting Bad Baby's OnlyFans. In any way, shape, or form.
Click on it. Do not go click on it.
Do not. First of all,
stupid. Stupid.
She's 17 years old. If you're a grown man, do not look at a child's freaking OnlyFans. That's number one.
I'm assuming, as someone that, as I say, I've never subscribed to an OnlyFans or anything. I've seen the ones that get leaked on Twitter and stuff like that. I'm assuming what it is.
So you do use Twitter for other reasons.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't help what I see on Twitter. I don't
You
search
can.
for them on
The
Yes, you can.
algorithm.
It's an
The
algorithm.
algorithm. It's an
Mhm.
algorithm. Greenfly. You just told on yourself.
You're out of
No,
If
no,
you
if look,
see
what I'm
you
right, no,
see some
Dennis,
NSFW stuff,
Dennis, answer me a question. You follow me on Twitter and I follow you. If you retweet an OnlyFans leak, that's going to show up on my Twitter feed because you've retweeted it.
you
I
are
can't
correct.
help that.
However, it doesn't go based off you scrolling and looking. It's
I
go
don't
based
look.
off of what
I
you
don't look. I
clicked
don't
and
see a
what you
lot.
like. So if
I
you
don't see a lot. I don't see a lot of them, but I've seen a couple that I like. People that I know have retweeted. I don't actively go looking for them because, as I said, if you're looking for something like that to pleasure yourself with, there's a website that offers a lot more. You know, the nudity is completely forbidden on OnlyFans, as far as I'm aware. They've come out and said that that's not allowed. That's not what the platform's for. So, obviously,
they,
as a
they, cha-
17-year-old, she can't
they
be getting naked on there regardless.
they changed their mind on
Whether
that because they
Yeah.
noticed they changed their mind on that because they're like, we're gonna ban all of it. And then they did some research and found out that like 90% of their content is that, and they're like, oh,
we
well,
don't have a business.
they said I like money more than morals. So go ahead and keep doing your nasty
I wasn't
on
aware
our
of that.
platform.
I wasn't aware of that.
100% what they said. They said we like money over morals. So keep doing your nasty on there.
I didn't see that.
Keep
But as you said, she's
doing
17.
nasty on that.
Apparently, as Dennis said, she's supposedly not got naked on there yet. If you're paying to look at something like that in the first place, you're stupid. If you're paying to look at a child do that,
You need help.
need a lot of help, potentially prison time, and you're stupid.
So, okay, hold on. Domin, do you mind if I go down a rabbit hole real quick?
Let's go. Let's go.
So, paying for OnlyFans is stupid, right, Greenfly?
Yes.
That's what
Is
Greenfly says.
Is paying for an escort or going to the strip club a waste then as well?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Elaborate, sir, because you actually get something out of that on the other end as well sometimes.
Personally,
I
I
think it's a
do not.
personal thing,
I
yeah.
do not agree with paying a person to have sex with you. That is my own personal take on that. I don't agree with paying a person to have sex with you. To me, it's wrong and in a way kind of fucked up. I have been to one strip club in my life. It was about a month ago on a stag do.
Oh,
It was the most uncomfortable thing I have ever experienced.
must not have been a good one, but it's okay.
I hated every second.
Okay, how can it be good?
Oh, I hear
I
you.
hated
They
every
stop for tea
second of it.
time.
Honestly, that's where I was getting ready to go, Min. Min has the exact answer I
I
was
was
getting ready to say.
I was
If
gonna
it's
go
your
that way.
money, you can do with it what you want as long as it's not.
Oh yeah,
As long as
I'm
it's
not
legal.
gonna.
And you like that type
I'm
of
not gonna.
entertainment.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong for doing it. I just
own
personally don't think you should be. I mean, if you want to do it, feel free, your money. But I'm gonna think it's weird.
Do you ever have grand illusions? Would you like to get married at some point, Greenfly?
Would I like to get married?
Yeah.
Are you asking right now?
Don't
Right
mind.
now. Oh,
No.
Is this
No,
breaking
is this
news?
for
Down-
real?
down-
Domin on
down
this
the road,
Talking
at some point.
podcast.
Oh, so, but still with you.
Not with
Just
me.
not yet.
No.
Oh,
I mean, oh man, let's do it.
Not with me. Not with me. But
I'm in terms of marriage, I'm 100% not bothered either way.
right. Well, I'm going down this road here. I'm going down the road of yes, most people. I want to be married. I want to be with somebody. You are then paying for what you could have paid for in a strip club, and like you're paying for that with your life. At that point, you're paying more for that to be married. I'm not.
Because
I'm not getting married.
I completely disagree with that. I completely disagree with that because if you go to a strip club and you pay an escort, it's unless you go there again and again and again and again, it is a one-time thing.
So it's cheaper.
Yeah, okay. It's
Okay.
a one-time thing. If I go and I meet a girl and we really hit it off and we
Y'all get married.
start dating, obviously that stuff falls into that, fall in love, we have kids, we spend the rest of our life together. Whether we get married or not, that to me could cost me £100,000. It could cost me literally every penny I have over the course of my life.
Right.
I've got something out of that. I've got something that I can, say I'm really happy with, I'm really proud of. I've got kids, I've got a house with this person, I spend my life with this person.
It's
That to me is
spirit.
more value for money, regardless of how much you spent, than sleeping with an escort once.
Well, when you come stateside, I know a couple escorts that would change your
Dennis,
mind with that.
I ain't coming to you when I come stateside. When I come stateside, I'm getting married to Doorman, and that is all.
That's okay. No, that's not true. But I
I'm-
did see somebody
that's
claim
right.
a maid of honor. So just crazy.
I gotta be loyal to my boo.
Don't ask, man. Don't
I can
ask.
cross going to a gay wedding off my bucket list.
No, I mean it was more of a joke than anything. But yeah, I mean you're paying for it being married more than you're paying if you went to an escort service and stuff like that.
disagree.
that.
As I said, I'm not 100% bothered about getting married. If I
You ever see?
meet a girl and I spend the rest of my life with her, getting married will
Don't
happen
marry.
or it won't.
Speaking
don't
as a
care.
speaking as a married man, sex happens a lot less often when you're married than you think it would. Like,
Oh no, I understand
if your whole point of if like one of your focal points, like base principles of being in a relationship, is to have sex, do not get married
no,
because it
I agree with that.
automatically decreases
Yeah, I agree with that.
exponentially. You only need to
Completely.
buy a 12-pack of condoms, and you're good for the entire year. Like
And until
that's
next year.
that until next year.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like I
I
said,
mean,
it was
I
more of
agree
a
with that,
joke
but-
than anything, but like a joking
Like,
part of that.
as I
But
said, regardless of if I have sex up until we get married and then we get married and have 2 kids, and that's the two times we have sex as a married couple, that to me is more meaningful because I've got something that I can say, look, this is what I've got out of my life, regardless of how much money I spend on family and stuff like that. That is more value for money than sleeping with an escort once, regardless of how attractive the escort is, by the way.
Yeah.
It could be Ariana Grande. Having a family would be more value for money than sleeping with Ariana Grande.
You know,
But
she.
Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. If she offered, I wouldn't pay for it. As I said, I feel that's weird. If she offered, Ariana, hit me up. That's all I'm saying.
You know,
All I'm saying.
I'm starting to have a new rule in life. If they've been with Pete Davidson, I don't know if I want to hit that.
In all fairness, there's only 2 people I know of that have been with Pete Davidson. One of them's Ariana Grande, one of them's Kim Kardashian. In terms of Kim Kardashian, I never wanted to hit that.
I'd smash Pete.
Oh,
Just
all right.
saying.
and there we go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I love you.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Ba-
I mean, you're either gonna have a really great time or you're gonna forget it the next day because you're high as hell.
I agree.
okay, backtracking a little bit.
He looks like the bottom to me.
Get this back on the rails.
Dang it.
Oh no! Wait! I'm not gonna lie. This conversation was more fun than the one we were originally going.
No,
to
no.
have.
I was just going. I honestly just wanted to take a couple steps back to, stuff like OnlyFans.
I was getting
and
married.
stuff like
No,
that.
man, it's
No.
never going to happen. Okay,
Well,
you're older than me.
No,
you're too
breaking
old
his
for me,
That
Dom.
means
heart.
nothing.
I'm
Dude,
sorry.
R. Kelly said it best. Age is nothing but a number.
Yeah,
And R. Kelly should be in prison.
I think he is in prison, isn't he?
I was gonna say he is,
Yeah.
but I'm not 100% sure. So I think at least should.
Yeah.
But in that case, R. Kelly is in prison because of that statement. Then it's
I mean, you know.
But yeah.
Sorry, Dohan. We threw you off your
I'll
thought.
say, so we're just trying to get back to
Just on a quick tangent before we go back. We can go back to an actual conversation. So I want to ask a question to something I saw on YouTube yesterday. Did you guys ever watch The In-Betweeners USA?
No.
No, never mind. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. It was a question that I was just going to ask. Did you find it any good? Because I watched it for the first time yesterday, and it is shit.
Well,
Interesting. But yeah, I mean, let's kind of back up a little bit to the go back to the OnlyFans conversation and kind of back to, you know, people can spend their money how they want. This also goes back to the Elon Musk conversation. There's, you know,
spend their money how they want. Oh, I see what you did there.
He can spend his money how he wants to spend it. Obviously, people are, you know, you could, you know, solve this or this, world hunger, this, like, but
What the hell do you want to do? Make electric cars?
Yeah.
make electric cars affordable would be a different thing.
Make electric cars that you can't smash the windows until someone throws one rock at it and it breaks.
I just want him
Still
to
one
make
of my favorite clips on the internet.
Halo cars. I want to drive a Warthog, man. That's all I
You know what? I'd be down for that.
Just a sidebar, I am not starting an OnlyFans.
What? No, man.
I am not
don't
starting a
tease
new
us.
OnlyFans.
Oh, thank
Ooh.
God, yes. I can't promote what it is, but follow my Twitter and I'll drop the link. And then I'll also, for those who don't want to pay the $20 a month premium, I'll drop his Reddit feed.
Yep. I'll be on Reddit.
See, that's another reason that I don't get paying for OnlyFans, because realistically, only one person has to pay for each account and each subscription on OnlyFans, and then it's illegal. But if you do it under a pseudonym, you're never gonna get caught anyway. People still do it. That shit gets leaked daily.
Oh,
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and Lauren Alexis was on it, who I believe is one of the more popular, or at least at the time the podcast I was listening to was recorded. She was one of the most popular accounts on OnlyFans. She was doing the more sexualized content kind of thing. She was saying that shit gets leaked all the time. It's annoying. Like, there's just nothing they can do. Because people use fake names, fake email addresses. It gets leaked all the time.
Right. I mean, stuff gets leaked, I would assume, and, you know, you take it one person and it'll just leak out. But it kind of goes. Everything in the world gets leaked.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. I'm only a couple days older than Bella Delphine.
Okay.
Belle Delphine.
Yeah, I'm only a couple days older than her.
She's weird. She's a weird individual.
I saw on Twitter she bit a light bulb. Like,
She-
bit
she-
into it a light
she
bulb.
She put googly eyes on a dead octopus.
Listen, I'm not against the googly eyes on a dead octopus, but biting into a light bulb,
She
It's-
cracked eggs into a bowl and then poured them on herself.
It's
She's
cracked,
weird.
yeah.
She is a weird individual.
I agree.
I guarantee she's made a lot more money than I have in my life, but she is weird.
Funny.
Okay. Well,
I'm all for the OnlyFans.
I mean,
All for
what
I
I
have.
will say is, if you start an OnlyFans and you can make a
If I
career
start,
out of it, Jax, do not tempt me with a good time. No, but if say you start an OnlyFans and you can make a career, you can make good money off the OnlyFans because of people subscribing, Godspeed. Do what you want to do. If you want to subscribe to an OnlyFans, feel free. I'm not going to tell you not to. I just think you're stupid.
right. No, I mean, and that's the case, but
Another thing what I will say is a lot of people that I know, like English wise, a lot of people that like I associate myself with over here would also say that you are stupid. So I don't know whether it's just a case of like where I'm from in England.
So, Let me
that,
ask
but
this question then, real quick, just to again, let's play devil's advocate for just a second. All right. I apologize, Satanists, if that's an offensive term to you. I want to be cognizant and mindful of other people. But so what's the difference of people subscribing to an OnlyFans and people doing a monthly subscription or subscribing to, oh, let's say a Twitch podcast
two
and
things.
paying money monthly for that?
Two things. I believe it's the same thing. I believe people that go out and spend £30 a month on Twitch subscriptions, you could probably find a better way to invest your money. Also, if you have a favorite streamer, you can subscribe to them for free every month. And when we finally set up the Still Talking
But
podcast,
that's if you're already paying for
Yeah,
Amazon.
yeah,
Prime.
yeah, but also what I will say is, if you pay for Amazon Prime, you get Twitch Prime linked in with that.
So it's
Amazon
not free.
Amazon Prime, it's beneficial to you.
How?
How? See, it's based off opinion. It's not based off.
I mean,
So
I
you're
use
saying
Amazon Prime all
Amazon
the time.
Prime.
But it is. But...
So you have Amazon Prime, it's beneficial to you. You get Amazon Prime and you use Amazon, right?
But
If you shop online, use
But
Amazon.
life is not going to end if you're not subscribed to Amazon Prime.
Right.
It's not, but life is not going to end if you're not subscribed to a Twitch stream.
But again, also agreed. But life's not going to end if you do subscribe to an OnlyFans.
But life's not going to end if you do subscribe to Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It's
The whole point is you will pay for what you believe you get value out of in your life.
I completely agree. But what I would say is, right, with Twitch, and I will say this with Twitch, you are not necessarily paying for something that you can necessarily get for free, right? So, what I mean by that is, you look at, as I said, right? Because I watched a podcast the other day. I watched the Happy Hour podcast the other day, and it had Lauren Alexis, who does OnlyFans.
Don't plug other podcasts or nothing.
No,
Yeah, we don't plug other podcasts around here. Still Talking Podcast is what we're looking at
We
here.
are the better podcast, and also, we've got 3 Americans. The 90% of our audience are American. None of them even know who Jack Nate is, so it's fine.
If you make them trend on Twitter, I'm blaming you.
Yep.
They trend on Twitter quite a lot. They're quite a big podcast, stuff like that. But what I would say is that she said, like, a lot of what she does is she's never posted a naked photo on Instagram. On Instagram.
What are we talking about?
A lass called Lauren Alexis. So she's never like done a nude on OnlyFans. She's done pictures of herself wearing like bikinis or underwear or lingerie. Yeah,
That's what mine is, pretty much.
yeah. You're not helping the situation, right?
No, I'm not going to.
I can probably assume, right, that actually no. I tell you what, the best example of this is Bella Porch, because I know somebody that bought. Is it Bella Porch? Bella Thorne, sorry, Bella Porch. Bella Porch is the musician that's quite good. Bella Thorne.
And so
No,
what
that's the Okay Boomer Girl, wasn't it?
She used to do Disney Channel. She has red hair. She used to like date. What's she
yeah.
She used to date. What's she called?
in the words of the modern generation, she's mid.
No, but so she started on OnlyFans, and all she posted on OnlyFans was the exact same pictures she posted on Instagram at the exact same time, and she made millions off it because people were subscribing to see that content when all they had to do was load up Instagram and search Bella Thorne, and the exact same pictures were there. You're not supporting people by doing it on Instagram. Sorry, you're not supporting people by spending like $20 a month to look at a picture that you can see on Instagram Whereas if you have a Twitch streamer that is your favorite Twitch streamer, they might rely on subscriptions to be able to keep going, and to be able to do this as a full-time job and actually find that time to stream. That's you supporting them with a potential career. That's you, in a way, kind of, you're supporting somebody financially, which is your own choice.
Exactly.
I don't think you paying for sexual content, you can consider
Your own
you're
choice.
supporting somebody. You're
But-
pretty much
What?
But you,
buying
What?
something.
yeah, you
What
are.
You're
are you
buying
talking?
something.
You are though. What's the
No, but
difference
you're-
between an OnlyFans subscription and a Twitch subscription? You're
Nothing.
subscribing to content on both platforms. It's
But
just
you're-
different platforms, man. Come on.
Preach,
You're
Jack.
buying,
Preach.
you're buying something.
Look, I have many
You're
friends that
buying
have
something.
both that are both Twitch streamers
Something
and
that
make
you can
content
get
on
for free.
OnlyFans, and go sub to both of those content. Like, come on.
Jax, I'm not
Support
buying-
them.
Jax,
Both of
Jax,
them
I'm not
support
buying your
equally
OnlyFans.
as
Jax,
much.
I'm not buying
Twitch
your
might be a
OnlyFans.
bit more, but
Jax,
Why
I'm not
not?
buying your own. Jax, I'm not buying your OnlyFans. You can argue as much as you want. I'm not buying it.
DM it to me, Jax.
yeah, no problem.
Okay, cool.
Same,
No,
same,
no, exactly.
same.
It's exactly what Jax is saying, and it goes back to everything. Everything's wrapped around one. It's your money. You can do it what it is. If
I agree. I've
yo,
never said I would never like fall out with someone for buying OnlyFans. I would
Right.
just think they're stupid. But
right.
at the same time,
well,
I
but
will also say at the same time, I have never paid for a Twitch subscription. So
right.
I
So
suppose
You're
that's
biased.
where my outlook
yeah.
comes.
So I mean,
That's where my outlook
you're just going around this. So wait, you're just going around the whole thing. Have you bought anything ever?
No, I get everything given to me.
I mean, it has to be because you can't justify because as soon as you say anything, yeah, I bought McDonald's last night. Well, why'd you buy McDonald's? You could have made that
Why'd
food
you buy
yourself.
McDonald's?
You know,
Yep,
or
100%.
I bought gas for my car. Why'd you buy gas for your car? You could have walked. You know, because
Well,
it's
petrol over there, but yeah.
Because
it's all
people
the
in
same.
England buy gas for their car because it's quicker than walking. It also gets you long distances.
Walking will get you a long distance.
Google Earth will get you where you need
Yeah.
to go without actually.
Well,
leaving
so
the
that's
car
what I'm saying.
alone.
No man. Driving from my house to London takes 5.5 hours. Walking it takes 2 days.
Well, start early.
How bad do you want to get there?
But no, that's where
I'm
I'm
not
at on this.
sprinting 200
And-
miles.
And I say this as a struggling Twitch streamer. So if you have any Amazon Prime subs, please
Fucking beg. What a
Drop-
beg.
on
What's a beg?
Dopan 24/7. Struggling streamer here. But no, I say that you support people. Like, okay, I didn't go buy a coffee today from Tim Hortons. I dropped a sub on whoever, or I liked their content. I wanted to support them. They were funny. Okay, I'll drop them that. But it's also the same thing. Like, we're sitting here talking. People are here. I appreciate people being here. Ninja goes and plays.
Oh yeah.
Jax, thank you for the gifted sub.
Wow.
Um,
Now I'm gonna go buy an OnlyFans.
right. I'll DM you. What's the difference if you drop a sub here or you go and watch Amaranth and drop a sub there? It's like you can watch her Twitch stuff for free. You can watch my stuff for free. It's just supporting people or supporting.
I agree with that sentiment. But I don't think it might just be the genre of what it is.
That's what I want to get to. That's what I want you
I
to admit.
don't
Admit
think,
it. Admit it.
I personally don't think, right, that me paying, I'm going to put it to pounds, me paying £20 to look at somebody that is objectively attractive, because attractiveness is objective,
Beauty's in
some
the eye of the
people-
beholder. Yep.
someone that is objectively attractive to be half naked, because that is, you're pretty much paying for sexual content, which in a way
Uh-huh.
you can argue is borderline, and as I said, you can argue. People will argue against it. People will potentially argue for it. I think that's where a massive part of OnlyFans originally saying they don't want that content there was for. It is, to a lot of people, it is borderline supporting prostitution because you're paying for sexual.
Disagree.
And what if we are?
And also, can I just say, if you're paying for bad babies images like that, you're potentially, in some countries, you're promoting child sexual exploitation.
I won't
Agree.
promote that.
Agree with that. We're not talking anybody underage.
Yeah.
100% agree.
For
100%
I
any
agree with
purposes
that. That
of
was
this,
just a point
that's off the
that
table.
was just a point that I wanted to make.
Yeah.
Just I
Yeah,
do agree
that's
that
off the
the
table.
aim of this conversation is very much of age.
Yeah.
But
If I have a
there are a
subscription
lot
to
of
Playboy,
arguments that
if I
I've
have a
seen
subscription to
online.
Playboy, and it's for the articles, there should be no judging me.
yeah, it's for the articles.
You're clearly a boomer.
Actually, Doman, listen, not to change subject, but dude, did you read Miss July's biopic last month? Oh my god, like eye-opening her journey is inspiring.
You're both boomers.
Yeah, no, I read it. It's what the problem was, Dennis, that it bled over, so I had to open it up. The
No.
staple got in the way.
Oh,
So-
damn staple.
Yeah, so I had to.
I hate it when the pages get sticky.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, but yeah, so
This conversation is making my argument work. This is
Oh,
backing my argument.
there's no argument. You have
No, there is no argument.
if this is an argument, you lost a half hour ago.
Honestly.
Yeah, no, but yeah, in to some of that. But as I said, there are a lot of people that would, and I've seen things, as I said, on Twitter. I've seen things when the original kickoff happened. It's people do
for
see it
what?
as borderline prostitution, which would then not only mean you're financing someone prostituting themselves in a way,
But you're
it's
not.
illegal.
Wait, you're
The prostitution has to come down. The definition of prostitution is from basically the exchange of money for sexual experiences with another person, right? So prostitution is not me buying Lyra Galore's OnlyFans and then pleasing myself, right? That's not prostitution, right? Because you also got to
Yeah.
understand
Okay.
some people's level. Some people's level
Dennis,
of
there are two. Just
in the
add
middle
to
of
you
a
said for the Dennis.
sentence.
Just ignore because you mentioned the definition, right? There are two definitions of the word prostitution. One is the practice or occupation of engaging in sexual activity with someone for payment. Okay. The unworthy or corrupt use of one's talents for personal or financial gain. You could say that in that world, their only talent is potentially good looks, large breasts.
That is
Like,
that's
you
a
could
little
potentially-
biased, don't you think?
You could say that that is their talent on that site. Like, as I said, if you want to go pay for it, go pay for it. I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I just personally, I wouldn't do it, and I think it's stupid. I'm not
Okay,
gonna say
that-
you're
That's
wrong
your,
or
right, that's
you're
your
out of
opinion.
order.
It's a wrong opinion, but it's your opinion.
correct.
The-
Can't be a
before
wrong opinion.
before I was rudely
Dennis, it-
interrupted and before I could
Dennis,
finish
it
my
can't be a
thought.
wrong opinion.
It's
They
your
don't
opinion.
exist.
It's the same thing. It's the same
A
thing with
younger
social media and
opinion.
people having Twitter. Yes, you have a voice, you have a sound. Doesn't make your voice or sound relevant. But yes, you indeed
agree.
have it. However,
I agree.
before I was rudely interrupted and stopping my mid thought process, some people's experience because sexuality is on a spectrum. I don't care what anyone says; it's on a complete spectrum. Okay, as long as you're not harming someone else, then have at it. Right? Some people can get off on pH. Right? Some people can go to incognito mode on their Google Chrome, type in pH's website, and that completely does it for them. Other people, that doesn't do it for them. Right? So the rush, the excitement of sometimes paying for it gets them to where they feel they need to sexually and to be able to satisfy themselves. That's the point I was trying to get to. Is you say it's stupid for some people, for others, that's what they need to be able to have that experience they want sexually with themselves, right? And whatever you got to do to clear your head to get in the right headspace for yourself, do it as long as it doesn't hurt other people. That's my point.
Sometimes you need like a certain niche, you know. Sometimes you want
Right.
like a certain character that's hard to find, like a certain cosplay, and certain people cosplay as that character, and sometimes you need a buy for that.
100% agree. I could not agree more with you, Jax.
I said
Honestly.
it is just that. As I said, it is my opinion. I'm not going to say that Jax has said. I don't know whether or not he was joking. I really don't. Jax has said he subscribes to an OnlyFans. If it's true,
Of course. No, I am 100% for OnlyFans sex
but no,
work.
but like
I
what I
have
mean is
plenty of friends that do. Listen.
Okay, Jack.
and
Before
he-
hold on, Jack. Hold on. Hold your thought for a second. Are you okay giving $20? I don't even know what OnlyFans are. $20 to somebody on OnlyFans.
You can change it. It depends.
Well, I know you can change it. Or what if you gave $20 to somebody on the corner and they gave you some pictures? Are you okay with it because it's a business? Because OnlyFans is a business, and that's how you have to look at it. It's a business. Twitch is a business. Everything is a business. If you're selling it on the side, then it's a little bit, it's different.
You think it's a little less clean, is what you're saying?
I don't want to say clean. I don't want to say clean because it's whatever.
It's
But
perspective.
It's
Yeah,
perspective. I'm just
perspective.
saying, like, are you okay doing it through an OnlyFans type of thing, as opposed to just okay, I'm gonna find it on Craigslist. Stuff like that.
just to sort of back
No, I don't
Dorman's
think-
question.
I don't think there's much of a difference. Like I wouldn't have a problem. Like, say a girl would Snapchat me, like, "Hey, cash at me like $20, and I'll send you a picture of my tits." Like, yeah, sure, here, have $20. Like, what's the difference? You know?
Okay. No, and
Okay,
that's
It's
again,
not a subscription, but still,
okay. No, and that's fine. Like I said, I
we
think
both
it's
get what we want. He gets the $20, I get titties. Like, there's
Right.
nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I have no problem doing such things.
okay.
So again, and this isn't like to call people out to say anything. It's more just to figure out where like the lines would be drawn. Say, for example, my friend's girlfriend. Right? She starts an OnlyFans. If I pay that $20, it's me supporting a friend.
Mhm.
Right? That's what a big part of this talk has been. If she's just selling them like by herself, there's no real business model, and I go and ask her, "Oh, can I have 20 quid's worth?" That's probably weird. It's my best friend's girlfriend.
I think
if it's
that's
on
because
OnlyFans,
of the
it's
personal level.
support.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So that's why I said I'm not there. I'm not bringing that up to diminish OnlyFans or anything. I'm just where would you say the lines of it being supportive are drawn?
Like,
Is that purely because it's become a business?
no, it's because it's more personal. It infringes on your like real life. Like, if my sister started an OnlyFans, I'm not gonna go, "Hey, I'm gonna sub to support you." That's I'm not gonna do that.
Well, here's
Yeah,
the
but
deal.
that
you
would
can
be
snub,
incest.
but you don't have to watch.
I mean, that's true. Or you can just give her
That's
$20.
true, but
like $20 when
still.
you see her. Hey, I'm not subbing to you, but here's
Here's my support.
supporting your thing. I
I'm
mean,
supporting your new business endeavors.
yeah, supporting your enterprise.
Oh, I agree with Jax. If my sister started OnlyFans, that my bank account is going nowhere. Well, my bank account's going nowhere near anyone's OnlyFans, to be fair. But
Yeah.
it's going even
I
further
would've
away
done that.
from my sister's if she ever started.
I'd support in a different way. I'll drop a link.
Just put it in the group chat, boys. Look at
Be
these.
like, "Boys, support my sister."
Ah,
Support my sister.
I can't think of anything. Can you
The
imagine
level
that?
of
Can you imagine you find
toxicity.
out your sister has
Toxicity.
OnlyFans, and you just drop
I'd
it in
support it.
you drop it in the group chat like, boys, go subscribe to this. My sister needs help. That is the worst feeling in the world. That has made me feel sick.
That's her choice, though. If she wants to do that, that's all for her. But
Like if my sister
I'm
started it, I'd
happy
call
to
her an
support it.
idiot. My sister started it, I'd call her an idiot.
I wouldn't be like, "Yeah,
Yeah, go make yours. Go
you,
make your
you
bank.
start work. Yeah, make your bank. Start working your side. Go for it.
Right. Yeah. Do you.
Yeah,
That's the biggest thing. You do you, boo. Like.
Oh yeah, I agree. You do you. Like as I said, if Dennis, like as I said, Jax has openly said that he subscribes to OnlyFans. I don't disrespect Jax any. I don't disrespect Jax more than I did before. I don't like him any less or anything like that. Jax is still Jax. But I just think personally that is a stupid use of money. But then again, Jax would probably say that me spending money on football tickets is a useless waste of money. So it is what you're interested in and how you want to spend your money. And I fully agree with that sentiment. But I just think it's stupid. I think the fact you can get it for free, and you can probably get more than they sell for free.
But is it really free? You're paying for internet each month.
Yeah, but you're paying for internet anyway.
But that doesn't eliminate the point. The fact is that you're paying indirectly
then,
for
in
it.
that case, you can get it cheaper and get more for cheaper, because for OnlyFans you still have to pay for internet.
Yeah, internet and
And
either
the
internet,
subscription.
either internet on your normal internet or on your cell phone.
Yeah, mobile data. I think what I will say is, and another reason that I would be more likely to subscribe on Twitch than on OnlyFans is, on OnlyFans you don't really. I don't want to use the word connect because it's the wrong word, but I'm going to use it because I can't think of the right one. Right? When I started watching Doorman, I enjoyed his content.
Why?
Okay, you can enjoy the OnlyFans content, but I started to watch more and more, and I felt like, oh, this is good. I like Doorman, and I've used my Twitch Prime subscription on him. Doorman, we're not getting married. Do not get any ideas. But like, I thought to myself, like, this is a good stream. I enjoy watching the stream. I like the person that does the stream. I don't mind supporting them. And obviously, then me and Dom, we've now gone on, we do a podcast together, we've played Among Us together for a long time. So I'm still happy to support. You don't get any. You don't get any sort of feeling towards the person that does OnlyFans. In my opinion.
Oh, you get a feeling. There's a feeling.
That's it's worded so badly. But like you don't get like that sort of, I'm going to say it again, weird word to use because it's not the right word, but you don't get that personal connection to the actual person that does it.
I want to interrupt here because
yeah, come on. All right.
How do you know? How do you know that's not true, Greenfly?
Because realistically, the only thing you can get from OnlyFans is finding them attractive. You can't really gauge much about them as a person or anything like that.
Why?
They can post on it just like they post on Twitter.
Yeah, they can DM. They can DM and stuff like that.
There's DMs. They can just post straight text to their page, like.
Well, I was going to a different way. If you like my content, I have no idea why, but
it's more the fact that I'm in a lot of it.
Right.
I won't lie.
Honestly, the only reason I subbed to Doeman's Twitch is because he's just so fucking hot.
And I have the best emotes on Twitch.
Future husband, stuff like that, I've got a bit there.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, but you can find the same
future
content.
Husband.
You can find the same content in somebody that's got 20,000 people watching them.
Yeah, I agree.
But you would come here because it's more personal and stuff like that. You feel a connection. Is that what you're saying?
I would now.
Yeah, it's like a connection.
But one of my favorite streamers that gets a lot of viewers is KYR Speedy. If say I'd never actually played a game with you, I didn't get to know you or anything like that, but I came across your stream and I was in chat a bit, and I was watching, I would subscribe to you, but probably still watch KYR Speedy over you because I would prefer him as a streamer.
Yeah, no, I get that. I was just going with like the connection, like the small, small streamer type of connection versus a very large streamer.
Crazy, I already know about the hot tub streams on here.
Mm-hmm. The face reveal. So what I'm kind of getting at there is, so instead of dropping a sub to on OnlyFans to Amaranth or Corinna or something like that, go find somebody that doesn't have that many people, and go make a connection with them.
Yeah, a lot of the OnlyFans that we were talking about today were celebrities, right?
Yeah, I agree with
Someone
that. I agree
you
with
would never make any sort of connection to. They have
I do agree with
thousands
that.
of people swarming around them constantly, you know. But I was talking about, you know, my friends who are, you know, other Twitch streamers that have probably about the same popularity as Doman or a bit more. Because out of the four of us, he's the most statistically.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you're looking
Yeah.
for the connection, then go to a smaller OnlyFans person.
I agree with that concept somewhat, but again, I personally wouldn't do that just because, and it's not just because.
Oh, yeah.
Thing.
No,
I just
Personally, it's fine because personally, I wouldn't go to strip clubs. That's just not me. But I'd pay for
Yeah,
an OnlyFans.
I've been to one. Jax, I don't recommend it. It's hell.
There's one in my town, and I know half the girls working in there because I went to school with them. So
It's the most uncomfortable situation I've ever been in.
More uncomfortable than the dead silence right now.
Yes, this
Okay.
this is
I was hoping
bliss.
it'd last a little longer.
Yeah.
This is bliss compared to that strip club I worked in.
Yeah. I mean, crazy's not wrong there. Like, it depends on who you go with and what your mindset is going in there. If you're of the mindset that when you open your wallet up and moths fly out of it, you're probably not gonna have a very good time.
Nope.
I opened my wallet at the bar, and that was it.
Yeah, if it hasn't gotten on stage yet,
Right.
Yeah, that's never happening.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that.
But if you go in there with a group or an open mind and you are willing to open your wallet for entertainment value, you're gonna have a blast.
And Greenfly's not because he's a cheapskate.
There's nothing cheap about me.
Yes, it is. You're like, oh, I've never played for a Twitch subscription.
I haven't ever
Whoa.
paid for a Twitch subscription. I'm
Hey,
not
no,
cheap.
man.
I'm just not giving my money to people.
So,
Dennis,
Doman.
yeah.
For you and Greenfly's bachelor party, should we take him to Atlanta, Vegas, Miami, or?
Oh, I'd be down to go to Vegas, but I ain't going to a strip club in Vegas.
Oh
Let's
no,
go.
that's the only reason we're going, buddy. The
No.
only reason we're
No, it's
going.
not.
I'm asking you, which city would you want us to take your
Have you
your
married
fiance
a
to?
stripper by the end of the night?
Yeah.
Which one's
Have
got
you
the best
seen The
casinos?
Hangover?
And they got the chapels there, so
They do have the
Which-
chapels.
Oh yeah, that's not happening at all. Don't man, we're not doing it in a chapel. I want you in a white dress.
Why does he got to wear the dress?
yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
are we? What are we trying to say here? Yeah.
But I don't. Don't man,
what-
it's
Oh,
not
man,
a
looks like
yeah,
good in
man,
a dress,
we're-
it's not.
personally.
It's
If we're
nothing
assigning
like
gender
that.
roles, I see Doman as more the man in the
No, it's
relationship.
not. It's not, Dennis. It's not that. That's Dennis. That's out of
I just
order.
think
It's
you'd
not
look good
that.
in a dress.
I don't carry a dress well. More
I
of a
think
skirt
white
kind of
dress
person.
kind of fits his doughy character.
Yeah, that as well. He would look like the Marshmallow Man, to be fair.
The Michelin Man.
Michelin, the mixture of the Michelin.
That's
Man and-
mean.
Somehow I feel offended with this.
Hey man, I told you not to wear the dress. I'm saying
I
You're
just
on my
can't
side,
carry it.
yeah.
I can't carry a dress.
I'm
That's
just
all.
saying you
I
would have
think
looked
that
better
Dennis-
than a dress.
Dennis,
is
I
what I'm
just
trying
think
to
Team
Norman
say.
would look
Doman
better than
here.
me.
If you
I
want to
think
wear
I think he'd look better than me in
you.
it. That's all.
I look like Shrek in a goddamn dress.
I look like
Fiona?
dog.
not Fiona.
I look good in a dress, just saying.
It's just,
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
yeah. I
Nobody
look good
doubts
in a
that.
skirt. I look good in a skirt.
Mini skirt or pencil skirt?
Pencil skirt.
We can work with that.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
What? Oh,
Hey Doman.
yo.
Just don't tell him about the camcorder that's for your guys' wedding night, and then go ahead and start an OnlyFans.
Got you.
The wedding's over. A pencil skirt are like the tight ones.
The long one? Like a
No,
long
they come
dress?
to like probably just above knee height, but they're like tight.
Crazy. Tonight, when you have your alone time, just go ahead and type that into your search bar there on that specific website.
I went.
There's a whole
dressed-
genre.
Like, the whole point behind this is I went on a night out in a place called Leeds, and it was me and some friends, and we went to a thing called Harry Potter in the Leeds pub crawl, and we drew straws to see who could be who out of the main three, and I got the short straw and had to go out as a female.
Oh, that's not how
I
I thought we were
looked-
going with this.
I
Oh,
looked
it's very
Actually, a
sad.
very disappointing story
incredible.
now.
Yeah, like I thought we were talking about the night you went to the strip club. You went to Harry Potter Land and then ended up at a strip club.
It was a Harry Potter themed strip club.
I'm just saying that
I'm
would
going.
be the one strip
He
club.
said, "I'm
the one
going."
strip club
No,
I would
again.
not feel uncomfortable in. If Emma
that's the
Watson
problem.
came on stage, I'd be like,
See,
No.
no, I can't. See, I can't do that, Jax, because I was older in the Harry Potter era, right? I
Oh, yeah,
always
because
see Emma
Hermione's
Watson
a
as
little girl for
child.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't. No, it's just an automatic no. for me.
No, I get
Kind of
it.
the
I get
kind of
it.
the same thing with like Zendaya. Like, yeah, I know she's
Yeah.
25, but no, she's freaking no Disney Channel for me forever. I can never
Yeah.
look at her
that
that way.
is.
To
I'll
me.
be honest with you,
I
Dennis.
get it.
That's the great thing about being my age. These people, I was
Our
watching
age.
Harry Potter as they could have been like in my year at school kind of thing. It's like oh yeah, we pretty much same age. They could have been like Zendaya would have probably been in my year at school.
Jackson Greenfly, you can have all the Zendayas in the world. Me and Doman, we'll stick with our Selma Hayeks. You're too young for that.
Yeah.
I am not too
Don't
young
ever
to
tell
know.
me I'm too young.
Dennis, we are not too young to appreciate Salma Hayek.
Yep.
Okay.
You give us the Selma Hayeks, the Angelina Jolies, and maybe the
Again,
Alyssa Milanos.
You
of
can
the
have
world.
Angelina. You can
Alyssa
have
Milano,
Angelina
that's
Jo-
all you do,
Tell you
man.
what.
That's all you, buddy.
Doman, you can take your Angelina Jolie. I will very much settle for Jennifer Aniston.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I think she's a little overrated. Not gonna lie.
No,
I'll
I
take
disagree.
I'll take some Sandy Bullock over Jennifer
I'd-
Aniston.
Ooh,
Uh,
Sandy B.
Sandra Bullock,
Sandy B. I'll take some Sandy B
Alright.
over
Anne Hathaway, maybe. A bit
Only
young,
a-
little
only-
bit younger.
only in the Catwoman outfit.
Very specific niche.
Maybe, and she's still kind of young on this side of it, but maybe some Anna Kendrick. Maybe.
Anna Kendrick. Oh yeah, definitely. Crazy says he'll take some Whoopi G.
Oh wow! Crazy, no.
Sign me up for some Oprah.
No. He just wants that Whoopi G money. He don't want that Whoopi G.
Dennis, I just want that Oprah money. It's fine.
Whoopi G. Oh, my eyes are burning now, dude. Just thinking about. Oh my god. If I had a face cam, you see me in my face in a towel right now. Freaking. Oh,
Oh yeah, my eyes are proper like.
crazy. Just imagining you and Whoopi G together, bro. Like that's instant throw up.
I wonder which one of them's got the most
I
face.
think it's because of crazy.
It's more crazy. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's almost
with a
it's almost
dash of
50-50,
Kelly
man.
Osbourne. With a dash of Kelly
Yeah.
Osbourne.
Uh,
Was that a genuine like gip? Did you physically merely throw up then?
oh, that was nasty, bro. Oh my god,
Dennis, did you actually like merely throw up?
dude. Kelly Osbourne looks like she needs a shower 2 years
You
ago.
look like a foot.
Oh, again, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
I tell you what. Question for you, Dennis. Is the reason you like Selma Hayek very much the one that a lot of people would say is her best asset?
Acting, hands down. It's not even close.
Because I would say, give yourself a quick Google of Kelly Brook.
Let me go into incognito mode real quick. Hold on.
Kelly Brook, you will not find anything inappropriate.
Alley or Y?
Just why?
Kelly Brook.
Crazy, you did not just refer to Whoopi Goldberg and Kelly Osbourne as salt and pepper.
He did.
That
Yes,
is
he did.
No
I
salt.
think I know.
No
I
salt.
think I know why Dennis went on mute for a second there, picking his jaw back up.
You know, let me say this again. Every beauty's in the eye of the beholder. You know,
Everything in this, everything we're saying now is subjective. By the way,
what I'm
we
gonna
all
say for me, I'm actually more of a fan of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, man. Not gonna lie, like
itty
that.
bitty kitty committee.
Yeah, man.
Dennis, it's not a horrible shout. It's really not. It's really not.
I fell in love with Salma Hayek because of From Dusk Till Dawn.
You're thinking of something else, not the Zayn Malik
Yeah.
song. Yeah.
No man knows what I'm talking about. Maybe even Jax knows what I'm talking about with his horror
I've-
fan.
Not a clue. I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah, I agree.
But no, I mean she's attractive, sure, but
No,
If
I was
Kelly-
just
if-
I was just thinking
Kelly-
if
if Kelly
with
Cooper-
Selma Hayek it was purely because of the assets, so to speak. I would say that's probably
really,
the
man.
British equivalent. Is all I was
honestly,
in that
from
sense.
like,
Dennis saying
Yeah.
he likes them as flat as an anvil.
you know what, man?
I prefer Dennis's way of saying it.
I can't think of a very quick quip to come back to that, Jax, but that's very funny. Not true, but very funny. Give me a solid A to B. I'm okay with that.
Do you want to know the worst bit? I don't.
My
know.
titties are bigger than that.
I don't
Are
know
they
how
really?
big that actually
Prove
is.
it. Prove it.
OnlyFans.
This is now the segment we call Factor Cap, Jax.
I got big old man bitties. What are you talking about?
We're gonna have to come up with some actual segments for this. This is more fun, like just a
I have a
segment of.
He's like
no,
a
I-
carpenter,
okay.
flat as a board and easy to nail.
Ooh.
Definitely not flat. I'm not gonna correct you on the second part.
But you are a carpenter?
He is a carpenter.
Look, come on, whatever the role play says, okay?
I'm more of a plumber because I always got my ass out.
Hmm.
I thought it was gonna be a crack joke, but okay, never mind.
Oh, that's how Dennis likes his ladies. Okay, like a carpenter.
Oh, I like.
Flat as
I mean,
a board,
I-
easy to nail. Got it.
I do. I love it if she knows how to wield a hammer. I guess in my case, it's more like a Phillips head screwdriver. But not to sound overconfident.
True.
Uh-huh.
True.
That's actually a good segue. Let me ask you
Two.
gentlemen a question.
Is it?
I
If
swear
you
to God,
could-
Dennis,
Oh.
if you're gonna ask, Dennis, if you're gonna ask the
No,
question,
I want to
think,
see where this is
No,
going.
no.
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 This
me
ought to
just
be
say this
good.
now.
Stay tuned, chat.
no, let me just say this now, Dennis. If you ask the question that I think is about to follow what you've just said,
No,
I am
not at all.
kicking you out of this Discord chat.
Not at all. I'm not gonna ask any of you guys about your personal toolboxes.
I do not like to
Um,
have. I know.
However,
we talking metric
Is it-
or
oh no, you always go
Standard.
metric. You got
Okay.
dude, get your confidence up, bro. Always go metric.
Oh, okay.
Um,
All right.
But do you ever look at a girl and immediately like, you know what? I know what I'm working with. I know I wouldn't be able to handle that, and just keep on walking? Or do
No.
you just like F it, I'm gonna shoot my shot anyhow and
It's-
disappoint her?
It's
in
all about
3 minutes?
confidence, baby.
Yeah, confidence is king.
You can be confident, but you're gonna disappoint her
I
in
ain't
2
got-
minutes.
I ain't
Yeah,
got
but
I ain't
Dennis-
got time for
Yeah,
it.
but it's gonna be the best 2 minutes of your life, baby.
Dennis, answer me a question. Answer me a question, right? If you go up to some like 10 out of 10, weld it. You know you're only getting 3 minutes, right? But you're
What?
getting you
I
personally.
can
get
work with
3
3 minutes. Two,
with a welded. 10 out of
but
10. That's
three-
the best
Okay,
girl you've
wait,
ever
wait,
seen.
Wait a second.
I
Back up the
don't
question.
care.
Does the 3 minutes count from the start or from insertion?
Ain't
This is
no
a
That's
very
3
important
minutes of
question.
ecstasy.
This is a
Insertion.
very important question.
Dennis, it could be from the start. You could be a one pump king, right? If she's a 10 and you get to say, yeah, I hit that is all you need. Don't matter whether she goes away and goes, oh yeah, it lasted 10 seconds. Yeah, but I lasted 10 seconds with her.
Lasted 10 seconds with your mum.
Oh.
Jax? No, that's not an achievement.
You know what, man? If I had a shot at a 10 out of a 10, like if the one girl on my exception list walks up to my front door, knocks on doors like, "Hey, Micah, let's go." Yeah, I mean, I'm not stupid. Like, come on, man.
Who is your exception list? Who is the, like, say you and your wife, who is the one person that if they came and knocked on your door and said, we're having sex now, that your wife can't do anything? Who is
the number one?
Who is the one person you would put on that list? Actually, let's do 3. Who would be the 3 women
I
you
have
put on
4
that list?
because it's the whole.
Alright, fine.
I'll do
Let's
3.
do 4 then.
I'll do 4. Okay, I'll do 4. You ready? Here's my
All
4.
a big time rush.
Number 1. Wait, what? Number 1.
What?
Number 1 on my list, Zoe Saldana. Number 2, Rosario Dawson. Number 3, Scarlett Johansson. Number 4, Anna Kendrick. Thank you. Come again.
Who was number 2?
Rosario Dawson.
Who are you?
I like how Dennis just has the list readily available.
I have the list readily
I
available.
also know my wife's top. You know what? I know my wife's top 7 actually.
Can I guess some of the top 3? Can I guess some of the top 3?
Hold on 1 second here. I'm literally pulling up her list right now as I freaking speak.
Wait,
Do we get to
hold
guess
on.
your wife's exception list?
Hold on.
Her number.
You have this written
Yeah.
down?
Oh, I know. We both have it written down. We both
Doman,
know
I know
our-
my list. Doman, you go in. You need this thing. You need this thing ready, prepared for when you get into a relationship. This is, you lay this out. You lay this out early.
No.
Her number,
Yeah, go ahead.
her number 1, Jason Momoa. No, not fighting it. Never will fight it. Her number 2.
That's not Dennis. That's not because she's good looking. That's because you know if you go up and go, get away from her, she's just gonna look down at you and go, no, move.
I wouldn't fight him. I'd be like, you know what? Cheers, buddy. Have at it.
You'd be like, can I go
Her number-
second?
Her number 2.
I was about to make that joke.
No one comes second behind Jason Momoa. Anyhow,
I'm
number
making you
2.
go second with Jason Momoa.
Oh no. I wouldn't be ready for that. Her number 2, Theo James, the guy from the Divergent series.
No, don't know who that is. Give
Yeah,
me 2
yeah,
seconds. I'm
Theo
Theo
James,
who?
very
James.
very attractive fellow. Her number 3 is very odd. James McAvoy.
Oh no! I would tell you what. I know a lot of people that would say James McAvoy. I know a lot of people
Yeah, James
that have
McAvoy.
said James McAvoy.
Her number 4, Idris Elba, and her number 5, Michael B. Jordan.
No Ryan Reynolds. No Jimmy Redknapp.
He's not a Ryan Reynolds fan, nor am I. I feel Ryan Reynolds is slightly
I tell you what. Right,
overrated.
everyone, people can argue this as much as they want. Every person has a man crush. Everybody has a man crush.
I told you mine, Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is
Mine is Jamie Redknapp.
Jeremy Renner. Is that what you said?
No, Jamie Redknapp. I'd be amazed if you know who he is.
I don't know. Jeff Redner. What's his name?
I agree.
Jamie.
Jamie.
Yeah,
Jamie.
J-A-M-I-E.
Red.
And then Redknapp.
He's an English football player.
Redknapp. That is my
Take
man
a-
crush.
Let me take a look at him real quick.
That's my man
He
crush.
has Ryan Reynolds features. No, I don't know. No,
No,
sir.
that is my man crush all day long.
He has beautiful eyes.
Go on,
No, man.
Jack's your top 4.
Gentlemen or Jacks, go.
He's
No wait, Dennis, you mentioned 5 for your wife. Who's your 5th?
My 5th? Oh, Salma
Yeah.
Hayek.
Sound like Jack's your top 5. That way we're not just gonna hear Big Time Rush.
God, it changes so often though. But right now it's got to be oh jeez.
Jada Smith.
Doman's not saying anything. Doman is doing research in the background.
Man's fingers are quickly on the research.
I'm eating pizza.
Yeah, that's what the kids are calling it nowadays.
Eating pizza.
I am.
Jax, we're still waiting. Do you want Doman to go first?
I like the fact
I
I'm
think-
going last.
I think
I like
Jax
that.
has left the chat.
No,
Doman.
no.
Food is on
I
the
think
list.
Jax, if you need a second or two, Doman?
I only have one.
Go.
No, we need top 5. You need to think of 4 more.
I don't have to think of 4 more because once I pass one, I'm done.
One and done. Okay, go. Who's your
Little
one?
Debbie. Let's see.
Who?
And Jemima.
Right.
Mrs.
Catherine
Leavenworth.
Zeta Jones. Done.
You have won the discussion, sir. Well done.
And Little Debbie.
You've won. And little Debbie.
And Little Debbie.
Jax, you got your top 5?
I forgive me because I don't know how to say his name, but I'll put it in the Discord when any
Yeah,
of you know how to
if
say
we
his
know how to
name.
pronounce it.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
We'll
because
take a look-see.
It's a
I got
he's
you.
a New Zealand actor.
No, he's from the U.S. I see it in Discord right now. His name
I
is
did
Doug
not put it in.
H. Man.
Doug H. Man. I am the H. Man.
Doug H. Man. Some people know him as the Dough Man.
Are you talking about?
the-
Are you talking about Hemsworth?
Oh, Taika Waititi. Or Waititi. Taika Waititi.
Yes.
Top 1 on that list right now. At this very moment.
I did not know he was from New Zealand. I thought he was Australian.
He is. I believe he's.
I thought he was Australian.
Yeah.
It's kind of
New
close.
Zealand. Close enough, yeah.
I mean, you might as well swap out his face with Doman's, and it's like a complete twinsy.
Exactly.
So,
Dennis, who is Doman?
oh, it's
You mean-
Doug.
Doug
Oh,
H.
H-Man.
Doug H. Man. What's funny too is Waikiki right here. He doesn't look good in a dress either.
Oh, facts.
You're number 2.
That's fine,
Jax.
I do.
It is
Did they
sundress
get a
season,
number 2
boys.
from your
It's sundress season.
Oh, don't get me started on sundresses.
I should get a sundress.
Do it.
Bob's
Yes.
greatest
You won't.
creation.
Want to bet?
I bet
Jax,
you a
you got
little
number-
Debbie.
I bet you
I
a little Debbie.
want to
All
hear the
right.
rest of Jax's
I'll hold
number
you
top
to
5.
that.
I want the rest of Jax's top 5. If we're starting with Taika Waititi, I want the rest of the top 5.
It's not something I think about often because
You don't have restrictions on.
I
only
don't.
having a
I don't
list.
have.
Well,
I
you
don't
don't-
have
yeah.
restrictions. It's just a vague spectrum.
Right. You don't have restrictions on having a list. Like Dennis has to have a list because he has restrictions that he can't go off the list.
First of all,
First of
Yeah, but Doman,
Marlon-
that's the point. Once you've created this list, you don't need to veer from it.
Oh, I think you do.
No.
I think you do.
My top 5 is set in stone.
Well, you're also 25 years old. Like
Yeah, but my top
when I
5
was
isn't gonna
25,
can change.
my preferences are way different than they are now.
My top 5 is not going to change, though.
So you say. You don't know that.
It's not. It's
I
not.
know that it has for me. And I don't know. I
So-
mean, Dennis is older too. Has your Fab Five changed along the way?
it has. Anna Kendrick made her way in there. Scarlett Jo, she did her thing a little bit and kind of moved her way up the scale quite a bit.
Okay, so Doman, if you were to sort of meet a girl now and she was like, who are the top 5? Who would you say are your top 5 now?
I don't have a
At
top five.
this moment in time.
Is a top one.
I have a top one.
He has the one and only.
Everyone else, like Catherine Zeta-Jones for Doman, is the bar. Everyone else needs to measure up to that. That's
Right.
his standard now.
Exactly.
I think
I'm
Oh.
just gonna make up a list right now.
Ooh,
hold on,
Jax,
let
while
me
you're,
get
in
the
that case,
paper.
Jax, while you're creating your list, I will
Uh-huh.
run through mine.
uh-huh.
Number 1 is Dua Lipa.
I don't know who that is.
Wow. Said nobody ever. Oh my.
Number
God.
1 is Dua Lipa.
What?
Number 2 is Jennifer Aniston. Number 3 is Emma Ratajkowski. Number 4 is Kendall Jenner, and number 5 is Maggie Q.
You have a Jenner and a Kardashian on your list?
Kendall Jenner, yes. Kendall Jenner, yes. Very much so. And then number 5 is Maggie Q.
Yeah.
No argument for me on that. I will. Okay, just to go back to my top 5. My top 5 hasn't changed, but my honorable mention has completely changed because she recently got married. I'm really mad about it. Lexi Kaufman, aka
She got...
Alexa Bliss.
Have you heard this song yet? I sent you. Did you listen to the song?
I have. Yes, you sent me the song.
It's a bop, isn't it? It's quite
It's
good.
a
Isn't it?
bop, but I am very mad at Miss Lexi Kaufman right now. How dare her?
Have you heard that song, though, man?
What one?
Alexa Bliss by Bowling for Soup.
No.
Alexa, shush. That's
Don't
how the podcast gets in trouble.
don't you dare tell Alexa to shush, okay? Or
That's how
don't tell her to sheesh.
Shh.
Alexa, what's my address? No.
Whoa!
That's how the podcast gets in trouble.
That went toxic. So, Jax, the rest of your top 5?
I've stopped at Markiplier and David Bowie. So I need 2 more.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was the last one?
I thought a huge part of this list was they had to be alive.
Oh, do they? All right.
Yeah, isn't he dead? I thought he was.
Critical Noise.
Well, guys, wait a second. Hold on. So, necrophilia is where we're drawing the line? Is that what I'm understanding?
They have to have a pulse.
As long as you don't have
I'll
to pay
tell you-
for it.
Dennis,
You
I'll
have
tell
to
you
pay
my-
for it.
Oh, yeah, if it's free, then it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my honourable mention as well, by the way. Dennis, my honourable mention is Hayley Williams.
That's a great honorable mention. You get some points back from me on that one, sir. Well done. That's a great honorable
You know,
mention.
the funny part is you guys have named 6. I think, Dennis, you named 6 or 7. Greenfly's
No, we named our top 5, and then there's honourable mention.
Hold on. But Dennis named like 6 or 7. You named 6. I think Jax is up to 3 or 4 right
2.
now.
Wait, what did I say?
You said David Bowie.
I did. I'll take it back because he's dead.
So, like, other than that, like, that's what, 12, 15? I know like 3 of those people.
What?
I don't
Really?
know who the hell any of those people are that you're
I
mentioning.
understand
I don't know who
why
this
this,
is in the chat that Crazy mentioned. I don't
Henry
know if that's
Cavill.
I don't even know
Lily
if that's a
Dallas,
person.
she's the person from the Fifth Element.
Henry
Fifth
Cavill's on
Element.
that list.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Lily Dallas is the woman that does the Fifth Element.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Domain's not a movie guy though. Remember,
Okay.
I forgot
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
right.
Oh no, but I mean, even if you haven't seen it, that was a really, really big film when it came out. And Doman says he has Twitter. I would have assumed he would have seen
No,
something about it.
no.
Yeah, she's an actress. She did the Fifth Element with, I want to say, Bruce Willis. But I don't know if it actually was Bruce Willis or that guy that looks a bit like him.
Interesting. No, I have no idea who half these people are. So I'm assuming the younger generation, they're some sort of movie
So
stars or
Dua-
TikTokers or YouTubers.
Dua
or something.
Lipa is a recording artist.
I have a question for you, Doman.
Okay. So that'll be good.
Do you know who Markiplier is?
Who?
Markiplier.
Who?
No. Is that 2 words?
No, it's 1 word. It's a person.
No.
Who?
All
I
right.
don't
Do
even
you
know
know
who
who
that
PewDiePie is?
Heard of him?
All right.
No, of him. Slightly.
I know he's a YouTuber.
All right.
I know who Mike Jones is. Who? Mike Jones. Who?
I would describe PewDiePie as the YouTuber.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you do
Unless it's
YouTube,
fun.
if you do YouTube, then I'd have thought that you'd have
Yeah.
like an understanding of who PewDiePie was just purely because he is
Markiplier's on that list, by the way.
the biggest.
Yeah.
I'll put him at number 2. I think he goes above Henry Cavill.
I don't know who that is either. Like I can go down both of
Superman.
your, like all three of your guys' list,
Superman.
and I can tell you, I know Salma Hayek is.
He played Superman in recent.
So did
recent movies.
Christopher Reeve.
How is Salma Hayek not number 2 on your list, sir? I will ask that question.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Because there's only one.
He is sticking to this.
There is no two. You only need one.
Dennis, what I will say is though, we have a wider pool. There's more chance for us. It's
Oh, and
still
you-
a very small
I
chance.
don't know, man. You know what? In Doman's defense, but you know what? He can tunnel on just that one and put all his effort into one. We're hoping that we're like the guys on Tinder, like, oh, hope I get a match, hope I get a match, hope I get. Doman's just straight up on this chick's like LinkedIn profile, looking at her professional, and like, hey, I
I
have
am
a casting call for you.
I am subscribed
I'm
to
just
her
going to say
LinkedIn,
this
too.
now. I'm going to say this now. If Catherine Zeta-Jones has a LinkedIn profile, then that's the first problem.
She's on MySpace.
Figured
too.
out. Oh, she can be in MySpace.
Ah,
I just thought of another. Oh, Danny Sexbang.
nope.
Oh,
Dan Avidan.
Did you say Bandana
Oh.
Man?
Dan Avidan. Another YouTuber.
Okay.
neither.
I have a lot of the people that I like are YouTubers. Actually, I've met Dan.
There is a Catherine Zeta-Jones on LinkedIn.
All right.
Get off of me.
I mean,
Get off
I
of me.
subscribe to her on LinkedIn, so I should know who it is.
I see it. Yeah, actually, right there. Doug,
Yeah.
Doug G. Man.
Doug.
Nice.
Doug
man.
H. Man, right there.
Doug H.
H.
Man. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I forget you guys are boomers sometimes.
I
Or at
mean,
least 2 of you.
Everything that
I'm
I
gonna
say
say, Jens, I'm
should
like-
let you know
I'm
that
like
I'm a
three
boomer.
years
Ooh, I'm a
older.
millennial. I'm a millennial.
I
Like,
don't care.
all right, go eat another side pod, kid.
Don't eat
Elaborate.
Tide Pods.
Dennis,
Disclaimer.
we created
Disclaimer, Tony.
we created that craze. Don't throw it back in our face.
I had my. Actually, yesterday in my group chat.
Actually,
my
yesterday
friends,
I ate one. It was
My
nice.
friend Mike had a Tide Pod just sitting on the counter, and he took a video of it. And it was just going, and the camera switched around to his face, and he's just foaming out his mouth. He goes, "It looks so delicious."
That were a weird trend. That were a weird. It was obviously a dangerous trend as well.
That
It
was
was
weird.
weird.
There's been a lot of weird trends.
I don't know anyone personally that's eaten one, but I
Oh,
know
me neither.
people that yeah, that joked about eating.
Yeah, that were a weird time for social media. It was just like craze after craze after craze, and they were all stupid.
Maybe that's
So-
what next week is for the
Hey,
podcast.
Crazy.
Is we come up with the
The newest
stupid.
insane
Look at
thing
his
that's the
face.
craze.
Yeah,
We can do
but
that.
no man,
So-
the issue is we have to do it.
No.
Oh, we do not.
No, we can just talk
absolutely
about
not.
it.
No.
Of
We
what
just talk about
what would go through somebody's mind to think, okay, this is a good idea. I'm gonna eat this Tide Pod and go from there.
No, that's the point. It's someone has to do it first. We have
No.
to do it.
No, I
None
don't
of us
think
would
we have to do it.
I,
We can-
I volunteer as tribute, as long as it doesn't kill me.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't
Okay,
called
fine.
this isn't called the Still Doing podcast. This is called the Still Talking podcast. So we
I
can talk about it.
volunteer as tribute. I volunteer as tribute.
What are you gonna do though?
This is
Because
it's not
it's
the
so
Hunger
weird.
Games. Oh, speaking of Hunger Games, did you see that they greenlit the prequel to the Hunger Games coming out in 2023?
Wait, what? The prequel to the Hunger Games?
Yep,
I've
they're
still, not
making
seen the
them.
last, I've still not seen the last two.
You probably should before you see the
Has it
prequel.
got
I
thingy in
don't
it?
care about.
Has it got
Hunger
thingy in it?
Games,
Has
to
it
be
got
honest.
Jennifer Lawrence in it?
How dare you?
Or is it
So,
going to revolve around like Hamish?
I don't know. All right, Green Flag. I'll go and ask that awkward question that you didn't want me to ask like 20 minutes ago. So,
Wait, what?
Go for it. Go.
I,
Shoot.
I,
Down.
so I saw this.
go, go.
I saw this actually on TikTok, and it was a question. So here you go, guys. When you measure, do you measure from the top or the side?
Side.
Jax, top or side?
It's gotta be side, yeah.
Yeah, no man, top or side?
All the way around.
Oh no, crazy! I ain't eating a Tide
No
Pod.
man, no man measures cheek to step.
Right.
Don't man measures asshole to tip.
Ass to tip, yeah.
Isn't that how you get the accurate measurement?
From the part of this cheek point to the very tip.
Right.
The answer that I saw on the video that I like a lot is, man, you got to go from underneath. There's a lot more room, and build your confidence. There's none but hurt feelings from measuring on top.
Nah, side, all day long.
Ignorance is bliss when you're measuring from
Ignorance
tip.
is bliss. I like that though, cheek to tip. Don't man, all the way around.
All the way around.
All the way around.
It's like a belt.
But just purely because of the fact that we've been talking for 2 hours, and I'm not gonna lie, this conversation does not sound like it's dying down anytime soon.
I'm
just
sad to say that I must leave soon because I am going to
Okay.
work at it at an earlier time.
Until Jax leaves, does anyone want to do 250 of the best Would You Rather questions for a great game?
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
I
Don't
want
man, you down?
to answer first.
We're gonna use this
Yeah.
today. That would be a whole
Yeah, why not?
podcast.
Nah, we'll just go for a
Let's
few. No?
let's do like 15 of them, and then we'll
Yeah.
save the rest for like a whole podcast.
They're not like overly sexual. There's nothing like overly sexual. They're just like,
Overly sexual? If one of the questions is if I had to choose to make love to one of my podcast members, I would. It's between Doman and Jax.
I accept that. You
I needed to be in that running.
Hold on. Is that because
Dennis.
Green Flag won't pay?
No, Dennis, I accept that.
That's
you
exactly.
racist.
He will judge me after.
Dennis, I accept that, you English hitting fiend.
Jack's expectation is 3 minutes. Doman has no expectations. I'm good. Let's
Right.
go.
Jax's expectation is 3 minutes, and Doman will wear a dress.
Right.
Right. So
No, I
would
have
you
no
rather-
expectations because you either live up to Catherine Zeta-Jones or you don't. So.
Oh, well, let me
Yeah.
spoil alert. You're gonna be
Dennis.
disappointed.
Dennis, you might have to sub me in because I don't have that level of a bar.
Well,
Yeah,
you
he's gonna be
know where you're
disappointed.
gonna be at. You're gonna be second.
You're not going to be enough,
Hey.
You know what?
and that is what
I'll-
no man needs to be
In
told.
any competition, if I finish second to Catherine Zeta-Jones, that's a win.
Yeah,
I'm
you're-
taking that to the bank.
Yeah, you're second. I mean,
Let's get these questions.
Right.
Questions time. Sorry, didn't mean to.
Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
10 minutes.
Wait, you can only see 10 minutes into the future, or you can see 150
Can-
years into the future.
Yeah.
Can you
So
tell
you
me-
can either go forward, you can have a look at exactly 10 minutes forward.
Can you do
or
the 10 minutes like
you-
multiple times? Like this
Yeah,
is
you
just a
can-
superpower you have? Like
You can look 10 minutes into the future at any given time, or you can look exactly 150 years into the future at any given time.
150 years.
10 minutes.
yeah, you're thinking too much about humanity and stuff. 10 minutes. I'm thinking about myself.
yeah, think
10 minutes,
more
just
personal.
bang loads of bets on.
Yeah, I'm a gambler, so if I can see 10 minutes ahead of what's gonna happen, yeah, I'm down.
Just
150
betting
years.
player.
You don't have 10 minutes to get to the gas station and see the winning numbers.
I ain't worried about that, but I can make money on
Yeah,
other stuff.
but Dennis, you're not going to be alive to put the lottery on for 150 years.
I don't need
Right.
150 years. I just need next year. So wait, am I seeing from now? I
You-
only
no,
can
you
see,
can see-
150 years from now, or the span of 150
You can see
years.
150 years into the future.
Yeah.
So wait, right. So I'm saying is this may be semantics. Am I seeing now through 150
No.
years, or only 150 years from
Yeah.
You
this
can
date?
see.
Yeah.
So right. So what it means is you can look at the current state of events exactly 10 minutes from the time we are at. You can't see what's happened within those 10 minutes. You can look at the exact state of events. So say you're watching a game of football, you can look at what the score is in exactly 10 minutes time, and you can put a bet on to say this team will score if you see that one team's leading and they're not right now. Or you can look at the current state of events exactly 150 years from now. You can't see what's happening between. You can see what is the current state of events.
I wasn't listening.
I changed my answer to 10 minutes.
So
Then.
yeah, I go 10 minutes. And wouldn't this suck a lot, by the way, if you chose the other one and you look ahead 150 years and there's nothing? You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that, yeah.
You'd be dead by that. It's fine.
Yeah, but you don't know when. You don't know because it isn't.
Right.
Yeah, it could
Like,
be 2 minutes. It could be 10 years.
it could have happened in 5 years from now. But all you know is your kids and your kids' kids have nothing.
I don't have any kids.
You see where I'm going with this. But
Right,
your
so-
generation of people,
Your lineage.
I'll tell you what, I cannot wait till next week when we do the other like 85 of these.
My generation of people is all about ending bloodlines. Let me tell you.
I mean, apparently
There
in
is-
150 years, then they're all ended. So
Thank
There's no
God.
bloodline. There's only the.
I'd be fine with
bloodline.
that. I'd be fine with
yeah,
that.
that would suck though. Like literally, if that was
Would
your
it?
power, you're like, no. I'm just saying, if that was your power, if you had a Back to the Future where you could move ahead and you're like, you just go ahead and there's nothing. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
The extinction of humanity.
yeah.
So, numero dos. Would you rather have telekinesis, the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds?
I like having the Force. I'm a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Just put your arm out and pretend, and just be like, yeah, just move it over there.
Then I can actually open the.
What in the hell
Instead
did
of,
you
like-
put in here?
And what?
Anyways,
After you read
Jax,
that,
what the
Captain
hell is
Marvel.
that? Why am I looking at Jax, why am I looking at a post that says, when we kissing in my pre-cum reveals a single alligator?
You gotta watch the video.
I don't want to watch
I
the
am
video.
not clicking on that.
It's too late. It's too late.
It's
Greenfly
about.
already clicked on it. He's ruining his algorithm.
Yep,
No, I haven't clicked on it. It's in Discord. I can see
It's-
the thing
it's-
in
you-
Discord.
you've clicked
I
on
haven't
it, and
clicked
now
on
you
it
have a
yet.
virus
I haven't clicked
on
on
your
it. I haven't
computer and
opened
in your
Twitter.
body.
It's just in Discord. So if it's on my
I'll
computer, it's on yours as well.
explain what it is for the listeners. It is a pair of shorts. When they get wet, they show little images of alligators.
Lacoste alligator. Yep.
Yeah.
It's just, why is it worded as pre-cum? Right, go on then. Dennis, telekinesis or telepathy? Telepathy.
I think it
And I
has to go
expect you
to.
to you have to pronounce it the way I pronounced it if you're choosing telepathy.
I completely forgot what you said or how
Telele-
you said it.
Telepathy.
Telepathy.
Is what I'm going with. I definitely want to read people's minds because I want to be able to predict what they're going to say next.
Yeah,
Well, not
reading
predict, but know
people's
what they're gonna say
minds.
next. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, telepathy.
Yeah.
I mean, it would
I'd
be
love
cool to
to
be able to
Dr.
move
Xavier.
stuff and not have to.
Yeah, but I'd much rather be able to read people's minds.
You know what would happen if you read my mind?
That's a rabbit hole. I
I'd
don't-
just
I'd
feel like
sub to
you'd just
your
be
channel.
picture-
You
Yeah,
guys,
literally, you'd just be sat there thinking about hot guys like, yeah.
no. This has been playing in my mind since the '90s. Do you ever watch Ren and Stimpy, Dennis?
Yep.
Do you know how they had fake commercials on there?
Yep.
It's logged, bro. The theme song for
dang
logged.
it.
It's been playing
Now it's in
non-stop
my
for the
head.
past
Oh,
22 years.
God dang it, dude.
Non-stop.
Okay, I'm going to change the next one because it's potentially more fun, and we've been talking about like top fives and stuff like that, and we're going to go with the current actresses,
I'm out.
so Gal Gadot and Brie Larson. Would you rather sleep with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel? The actual question is, would you rather team up with both, with whichever one you choose?
Would
We'll
I
change that
rather
a bit.
have a one night stand
Yeah.
with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Is it the actors that are playing them
Um,
currently? Is that what we're
I-
at?
It didn't say
I
the actors.
said
It said
that.
the.
Yeah, I said that initially, but if you want to go with just like the characters, then,
We can,
then
I don't care for characters either way. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
I'm not really. I'm gonna be the bottom either way with either one of them. So
I'm going Wonder Woman.
I
She
thought
got that
Captain
lasso.
Marvel take me. There's my answer. Actually, ooh, that's. Oh, it's a tougher question than I thought it was. I'd let Brie Larson.
I think I'd do the same thing, Jax.
Yes.
you know what?
Yeah.
You know what, boys? I'm there with you. I'm right there with you.
Oh shoot! Oh, my belly hurts from that. Domain, you said Wonder Woman?
I have no idea what you guys even said or what you're even talking about. Honestly, I heard a name and I'm not even sure who that is.
Brie
Fair
Larson.
enough.
Sure.
She
Wonder
plays,
Woman.
she
'cause-
plays Captain Marvel.
Yeah, because she has a lasso.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh.
Doman likes the toys in the bedroom.
Right.
So, Domain, the movie you really need to watch then is 50 Shades of Grey. If
No,
there's
it's
a
not.
movie,
No, it's not. That is the fucking shit film.
why are you mad? Just because if he was fat in a trailer, it'd be a completely different movie?
Yes. Yes, exactly. It's unrealistic and shit.
I apologize. I apologize
Did you
for
ever
anybody
see-
who's fat and live in a trailer.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
That's not a dig on anybody.
All right,
It's
that's
better
fine.
than a dang-
I've got to
it's
move my
better
house
than-
now.
Did you guys ever see that 9/11 was the cause for 50 Shades of Grey?
I did see that.
I didn't see that.
It is. Here,
ahead.
I'll share with the class. Jared Way witnessed 9/11 while in New York City. He created My Chemical Romance, which became his therapy for the PTSD of witnessing it. Stephanie Meyer used MCR's music to inspire her as she wrote the books that became Twilight. E.L. James wrote Twilight fanfic and got it published as the book we all know as 50 Shades of Grey. Thank you.
I will not lie. I did not know 50 Shades of Grey was Twilight fan fiction.
Yeah.
I genuinely never made that correlation.
I mean, it's right there in front of us. I mean,
But yeah, it is
True.
now. It's been said. I can see it.
Yeah,
But,
God, Greenfly, how do you not know that?
right, so
Domain, go
question
back in your trailer.
All right, I'm moving my trailer again.
Hey, you know what?
Question.
But you know what, buddy? You're not living in a van down by the river, so that's
In a
unless your
van down by the river.
unless your trailer is by a river, in which case I apologize.
And your trailer is also a van.
The trailer's also it's not a van; it's moved by the van. Get it right.
So, would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear?
I'm an amazing singer and dancer.
I'm gonna say sing because you can sing quietly, and I do that anyway. Like I will walk down the street with my AirPods in, and I would just be singing, like really quietly to myself, to literally every song I listen to.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I like that.
Does the head nod in the car as you're driving count as dancing?
Yeah, but you have to do that like when you're walking down the street. You have to be like nodding your head if you hear a song.
Deal. Done. I'm nodding. I'm dancing. I'm nodding my head.
I'm just gonna sing to myself.
Yeah, I'm
We have to
singing.
really like mouth the words, don't you?
Okay, quick question. All right, real quick. Everyone, pull up your Spotify or your Apple Music. What's the last
All right.
song you played on your Spotify? Go.
Um,
Hold on, I gotta look.
yeah, I got checked. Just
I have
Mine
Spotify
was
playing right
Heat-
now.
Mine is Heat Waves by Glass Animals.
what a song! What a song, by the way. That song is weird, right? Because it came big like back end of last year, didn't it? Not back end of
Yeah.
last year, like mid, like yeah. It was on FIFA 2 years ago. So mates here like 2 years ago when it first properly got released, and we were like, "Oh, this song's this," and then we were searching for it and we couldn't find it anywhere, and then all of a sudden it was like, "Oh yeah, this new release from
Everywhere, yeah.
this new release from Glass Animals, Heat Waves," and it went everywhere. We're like, "God, this one FIFA 2 years ago." I was singing it word for word first time it had ever been played at radio, and everyone was like, "The fuck do you know this?" And I was like, "This is old.
FIFA.
This is old."
Thank
the
you,
last-
thank you, man. It was me. It was Dennis. Dennis has the best taste in music. Thank you.
The last song I listened to was what's it called? 2 seconds. "Loving on You" by Luke Combs. That was the
Not
last
bad.
song, and
Not a bad
that was
song.
the last one on my Apple Music that I listened to. It's in a playlist with a hell of a lot of grime and things like that. It's in a playlist it doesn't belong in, but it was the last song to play on my way home earlier.
I can't really
Yo, man?
answer. I can't answer it. I have Wild by Trevor Daniel is playing right now. I listen to DMCA stuff. DMCA
nice.
free shit
Right.
when I'm streaming,
Right.
Yeah.
so it's literally on right now.
Okay,
I
so what would you say is the last song? Like, say before you streamed, what was the last song you remember actually listening to? When you were streaming?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Like I don't
So-
like I don't do a lot of pop culture music video or music or
Mhm.
Mm.
movies and shit like that. So I
Oh,
normally
no.
listen to what's ever on the radio, but I don't even
Yeah.
listen to the radio now.
Nice.
Um,
Jax?
what-
The last thing I listened to was "Come Out Ye Black and Tans" by Calm.
Beginners.
What a song by the way.
You would know this. I don't know if the other two would.
I don't think I've heard of that. No.
What a song by the way.
I love.
It's an Irish
Irish.
rebel song.
Yeah,
Irish
I
rebel
love
song.
Irish rebel songs.
This
It's-
land is your land.
It was WAP. I don't think
The
I
number
listened to
one.
that last.
There's some old in this
I-
house.
I love singing.
Yeah.
English.
Jax,
Can't help myself.
Jax, there's a festival in Ireland every year that like me and a lot of my mates go to. It is literally like Irish rebel music.
Oh, God! Don't tell me that. I'll fly over.
Mate, I'll drop you a link to it. It's
Yeah.
really it's so
Please.
cheap when you're there as well. It's just in a little town in Ireland.
I would love to go. That sounds absolutely amazing.
Still Talking podcast first day out. Yay.
Yay. Next question.
Real quick, Dennis.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Like, I'm bored, so I'm on Facebook. Like
Sure.
an hour ago, one of our local news stations posted what I'm posting in Discord. Real quick,
Uh-oh.
it's what you posted about the severe weather. It's
Oh, yeah.
drone footage of it.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Over by my so last night, legit tornado hit less than like 3 miles from my house, and this
Yeah.
is I've got some crazy footage of it as well. My kids, me and my kids were home, and they were all scared. All the sirens went off. My phone went off for the severe weather alert, so they ran into the. We don't have a basement, so they ran into the bathroom down here. And I went outside because that's what we Midwesterners do. We hear
We
tornado
do.
sirens. We go.
We
go
do.
outside and we look at
I
it.
think that's just a guy thing to me.
All my neighbors were outside, and I literally saw it funnels. Literally, I could see it very close to the house, funneling down. And I'm like, oh, that's far away. So I told my kids, hey, kids, come look at it. As they were looking at it and watching it come down, it took a direct turn right towards our house. So I said, guys, get in the car, let's go. And we booked it over to my mother-in-law's house. She lives near an Air Force base, so if we needed shelter, we could always go there. So, but yeah, it was insane. It was.
I'm not gonna lie, I've just like clicked on the link and I've got it open for it. That looks terrifying.
Yeah, so it destroyed one of the local YMCA's, also some other buildings. Yeah, man. Luckily, no one was killed. There were 3 injured,
Right.
but no casualties, thankfully. So, but yeah, it was very devastating last night for sure.
What I mean, on a sidebar here, Greenfly, do you not have like tornadoes and
No.
stuff like that in the UK?
Tornadoes, no.
Really? What
Really?
natural disasters do you have? You have earthquakes or anything?
We get really small earthquakes. We don't get like, what's the other one? Is it-
Hurricanes.
Hurricanes?
Yeah, we don't really get hurricanes. We don't get twisters.
Tsunamis
I-
or
if we-
anything?
No, because we only live on like rivers. We're not like tsunamis. Obviously, come from major bodies of water. We're not like
Huh.
adjacent to an ocean. We're like on seas and stuff
Yes,
like that.
you
and
are.
there's not really.
Aren't
But
you
we're-
surrounded by ocean?
The
We're surrounded
Atlantic.
we're surrounded by water, but we're not like in what is the danger zone of the Atlantic. We're like the other way, so we go pretty much against where like the extreme weather pushes the Atlantic and stuff.
I got big old
Like-
cliffs.
Like where, yeah. Plus we have the White Cliffs of Dover, which
That's on the other side, though, isn't it?
we're huge. That's down at the that's like over the channel.
Yeah, the channel. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But like
I
I said,
just
we've got the-
assumed that was like everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't get all
And
that.
education.
We get very small earthquakes. Like we've had earthquakes that you can feel them, but it is literally, it just feels like you wobble a little bit, like note falls off walls or all that.
Huh.
Well, I'm very lucky in that sense.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I was in Florida when Hurricane Irma went through. What was that? 2017.
I think so. Yeah.
I slept through that, and it went like
Slept
the
through
storm
it.
went straight like through my town, and I slept through the whole damn thing.
Huh.
Yikes.
Yeah. I know.
We get like really bad. We get like bad like spouts of rain and snow every now and again. Like we had one called the Beast from the East. We don't call them Hurricane and then a really unthreatening name. This is Hurricane Glennis. I don't get the names. I really don't. There's
They-
probably a genuine reason behind them.
They name them like years in advance. It goes A,
Yeah.
B, C. So like
Yeah.
every tropical storm has a different. You know, the first one.
Yeah, I was
with
gonna
A,
say
second
there
with
there is
B.
like there is a proper like method behind it, but it just
I don't know
Like-
it. Whatever that method is, I do not know it.
and also the names they choose.
Yeah.
It just sounds so stupid. This is Hurricane Irma.
Hmm.
Sounds like my next door neighbor. She's 97.
Let's call it Katrina because the government's not coming.
Dang.
Hurricane Glentilda. I like it.
It's-
The Tilda?
Okay. Would you rather? Which natural disaster would you rather be in?
The hurricane I slept through. The only problem with that is because I didn't have power for the next whole week, and I was just fucking roasting to death because it was the middle of summer in Florida.
I'd say probably monsoon, like just rain for like a month on end.
Honestly,
But like I mean
my-
proper, not like a
Yeah.
drizzle, like
Yeah.
proper pound it down rain.
absolutely pissing outside.
Yeah, purely because in like England we get shit weather, so we built smart. Everything is on a hill.
We built
And
smart.
I
night,
live
built everywhere.
near the top of the hill.
I honestly, Blizzard.
Yeah, Blizzard. I
I've
won't mind Blizzard
spent
either.
so many days inside Blizzard.
All
I-
right,
I
let's
could
let's
be
take
on
some of
it,
them
New
off.
York.
I guess let's take some of them off. Let's go a hurricane, a tornado.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say, if
Or an
you're doing
earthquake.
would you rather, Domin, if you're doing would you rather, you just pick two and then we'll choose. Although to be fair, I've not experienced tornadoes and hurricanes and stuff like that, so I don't know.
Well,
I don't know which ones are worse.
I mean, a hurricane you know about. Okay, let's go hurricane or tornado. A hurricane
know.
you know about that is coming. A tornado,
I'd-
sometimes you maybe only get a
3-minute
10
window.
10-minute. Yeah, I was gonna say a 10-minute warning.
Well, I'd rather live through a hurricane then, because you can prepare yourself.
You can prepare, but the duration of it, like
It does. It lasts for days.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, you can go prepare yourself for being in that situation for the next 2 months, and you might get out of it in a month.
You could, but
But
with a tornado, you could prepare to have a bomb shelter or a tornado shelter to go into.
Yeah,
And,
but that's what I
and,
mean.
and
You
it's
could
hit and
prepare
miss.
to have one.
It's
You
literally
could prepare
hit
to
and miss.
have one, but they might say the tornado is 3 minutes away. You might live 5 minutes away from that bunker.
Right, but what I'm saying is a hurricane, say Florida, say it's going to hit hit Miami. It's going to hit all of Miami. A tornado, it's going to hit this city. Well, it might hit this house, skip,
I'd still say
half a
hurricane,
mile, and then hit another
because
house.
I think it would also do less damage. I believe it'd still do damage, but I don't believe it'd do as much.
I don't know. That's a hard one for me to answer.
I would go tornado only because I know there's places I can go to survive even the amount of destruction. But also tornadoes, they're pretty fast. I mean,
Yeah.
they can.
Yeah, it's in and out. Like you're not
Yeah.
dealing with it for
Me too.
a couple days.
In and out. Is true.
Heyo.
Anyways,
All right, back to the whatever list, or if Jax is leaving.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely need to.
Okay, so should we do this last one, Jax? Then we'll have done 5, and then we can do
Yeah,
the
let's
next,
hurry.
the next
One
one
more.
next week. So would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year? I would rather win the lottery next year because I'm statistically more likely to find true love than I am to win the lottery. So guarantee me 137 million pounds
Yeah, I agree.
right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, as
I'm
a
too
married
young to
man,
love right now.
as a married man, my wife would say I've already found true love, so I'm gonna go with the lottery.
My wife would say that's
That's cheating.
Yeah, mine's definitely lottery.
That's cheating on so many levels. That is, you've
True.
just gone. Well, I don't need one of them.
To piggyback.
I
Sign
don't-
me
but,
up, boys.
but honestly, here's the deal: do I need true love if I've got all that money at my access? No, I can go buy it for 5 minutes.
But
It's not
And
true
that-
love.
And that
Green
goes
Fly's
back to
not,
our
Green
fundamental
Fly's not going to buy it
question.
though, so he
It is
needs
for 5
true love. Green Fly
That's
needs
not
the
true
true love
love.
because he's not going to be able to buy it.
I'm including that. I'm including the massage in that 5 minutes. By the way.
That's a quick happy
No.
ending.
No. Oh
All right.
no. Well, never mind.
I'm taking off then. I need to go shower before work. Thank you
Oh.
all. You've been lovely. Be sure to tip your waitress.
Mwah. Bye,
Be
Jack.
sure to tip your
Nah.
waitress. I fucking love Jax. Jax is here.
Freaking awesome.
All right. Well, send us
It's
home.
happening, that's one. Are the rest of us done? Nothing else we wanna
I
talk
think yeah.
about real quick?
I think let's shut it down for the night. This is a
I-
solid podcast. Let's
It has.
let's pick it up next week. That
So-
list, and we'll have a better
So
some
next
more
week,
uplifting topics.
we have got 95 of the best would you rathers. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't read the rest of the 95. I'm not going to read the rest of the 95. I'm not going to send the link to any of these guys from where I've got these questions. We are going into next week completely blind. Feel free to drop by. Times are currently on screen. Every Saturday, 7 p.m. established time. 12 midnight in the UK. And we will hopefully see you guys then. So, Dennis, Roman, it's been a pleasure. And I will probably see some of you on Wednesday for some Among Us.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds
Thank you, guys.
great.
Adios, muchachos.
Goodbye,
My
darling.
God, are you still talking?